Hold on, real quick. Listen, this is the Gray Area Podcast.
Let's
go.
go.
Back again like we never left. It's MOD, Guru Dane. This is the Gray Area. Appreciate y'all. Yes, today we have a special guest, as always. Every Sunday we got a special guest. This is my guy. We've been locked in for a while now. That I think about it. Yeah, man, special guest. Sedizzy, my G.
What is good, fellas? What's good?
What's going on, brother? Thank you for stopping by, man.
Salute,
Making the
salute.
time.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me.
Yo, you already know, man. You already know. How's your Sunday going?
Yo, it's good. Rain. So I've been
Yeah.
lazy, you know.
Facts, I hear that.
The grind starts tomorrow, so we got to get the rest in.
Yo, for sure, bro. For sure. Another week, you know what I'm saying? Another 25 cents after taxes. I know how that shit go, man. I hear that. So yeah, man. For those who don't know, what's your name? Or what's your artist name? What's your stage name? And where you from?
My name's Sedizzy. I'm from South Jersey, Camden. Originally from Philly, but we stay over here now. The whole 33 years been here, bro.
I hear that. It's crazy because my whole father's side, my father's from Camden.
So
Whole
you
side of
go
the family is
first.
from Camden. Nah, yeah, bro. I remember I remember a lot of things. Because I'm from the city, we from Manhattan, and I remember taking trips down there. First off, I remember as a kid the trip being mad long. It seemed like it took forever to get down there. You know what I'm saying? It took about
Right,
3 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that.
right.
That was one thing. And then always seeing my family. When I think of Camden, I think of my grandfather's house, which is now my aunt's house, and I just think of all the cousins and things like that. But then there's another side to it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, bro.
For
It's
sure.
night and day, bro. It's crazy because like you can Google, man. Like they've done a lot of documentaries about it. Like it has, like here and Kensington in the
Hmm.
Badlands of North Philly have like the most open air drug market in the country. It's just a walking plague, bro.
Right.
It's bad, dude. It's bad. You ever see those guys on YouTube that like throw the GoPro on their car and they ride through like the worst cities in America?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do Philly, they do Baltimore and shit. Yeah.
Baltimore, all of them, man. Check out the Camden and Kensington ones, bro. It's sad. Like I take my daughter. Like my daughter was like, "Well, come on, show me like I got family out in Philly, right? Like I said, I'm originally from Philly, so I got family out there. Like my aunt used to live on like Helen Tioga out there in the Badlands, which is like near the L, which then we call it the alphabet because it's all HGF Street on
Mm.
Kensington Ave, and that's where the zombies are, bro. And
Right.
take my daughter out there. I say this is life. You know what I mean? Like this is where it don't take much to become here. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Mm-mm-mm. It's you know what, man. That's the first of all, I got to commend you on that because I'm a strong believer in stuff like that too. We was on the way back from Costco's. I had my two youngest in the car, and it was a homeless dude. You know what I'm saying? He was walking up and down we was at the light. He walking up and down the row of cars with the
Yeah,
sign. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a buck or whatever. Listen, I'm not gonna knock you. You feel me? But the way I was raised, I don't got it. For
yeah,
I could barely help myself. You
yep,
feel me? So
yep,
yeah, and we give them the cold shoulder. If you from that element, you give them the cold shoulder, and it's nothing personal. But like I said, you could barely help yourself. You feel
yeah.
me?
Oh
So
yeah,
my kids is like, what's going on with him? Why is he like that? Why'd you treat him like that? And it's like, listen, this man, I don't know his story, but at some point in his life, he fell on hard times, and he chose not to rise out of that.
right, right.
That's the bottom line about it, bro. That
Yeah, no,
something happened, you feel me? Barring mental illness, barring you slip into schizophrenia, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
yeah, you feel me?
bro, yeah, for sure, dog. And some people, why would you do that? 'Cause nah, man. Man, I don't lie to my kid, man. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
like, I keep it at that. Especially, it's an epidemic over here, bro. I got so
right.
many homies that clown this shit growing up. sold the shit, and then next thing I know, I'm fucking carrying the casket because he fucking been shooting the shit in his arm for fucking 3 years. Nobody knew. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
fentanyl is wild out of here. I mean, dude, like in my tape, my first tape, Slick Talk Season, the beginning is the intro is a clip of a newscast about Camden,
Mm.
and I mean, we get the purest dope in the country
From the port.
from the port right there, Holtz,
Yep.
right there, bro. And you can
Yep.
spit to it, and you know what I mean. So like, yeah, dude, I brought my daughter around there, and like, and the thing is my wife's mom was a career heroin addict.
Okay.
So like, and like my daughter kind of seen this shit growing up, like withdrawal, and we took her mom in when she would get sick
Right.
and everything. So like, she's seen this stuff, and she knows about it, man. And I think knowledge is powerful, brother.
For sure. And it's a raw example.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No
You know what?
sugarcoating.
I equate that to, I've spoke about it maybe once or twice on the podcast before. When we was in England, we bought blunt wraps. You know what I'm saying? Regular old blunt wraps, fucking platinum blunt wraps, whatever, the fucking two for $1, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Over here it's just like, oh, you shouldn't be smoking, Surgeon General's warning, blah blah blah. Over there, my nigga, they put like pictures of cancerous lungs from
Yup.
somebody's body
Yup.
and mad gory pictures. So it's like, as a kid, if I had to grow up seeing that as a kid, I probably would have never even tried cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yo,
You
me
feel me?
too, bro.
That's real talk, bro. It's
You
But
funny,
know?
like,
how it shapes you. You know what I mean?
oh,
Right.
for sure, for sure. I remember seeing that shit like years ago, man. Like somebody showed me that shit, like packs over in like fucking Germany and shit got like like black lungs on it, or like cancerous throats and shit.
Yo,
I'm like,
That's
bro.
real
damn,
talk.
You know what
They
I'm
would never
saying?
do that here because there's too much money in it for them. Like I
It's such a
remember
oh
in
big
yeah.
business.
Amsterdam, bro. All the packs were like that. Lungs, dead babies. Yup.
Well, they got
Yo,
all the preservatives banned over there too. That's why you got the farmers spraying shit on the buildings right now, because they're not too fat
Right.
and lazy to get out of bed.
yup. Yup. You see
That's
how
them
that
doing
works?
something about it, you know?
Nah, for real. But nah, yeah, to go back to the topic, I think that what you're doing is a perfect example. Show her now. You know what I'm saying? That this is what happens when you settle for less. In any in,
Absolutely.
in any case. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
yeah, bro, like listen, it speaks to me because for a couple reasons. I have ties to Camden, I have ties to South Jersey. And my cousin, he recently died in Kensington. You know what I'm
I'm sorry
saying?
to hear that, bro.
Nah, yeah, a couple. I mean, shit. It's about, and nah, it was last summer. It's last summer,
Rough,
something like
bro.
that. Yeah, bro. I mean, listen, he had it hard since we was kids. He had it hard. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So he never really had a fair shake of it. And I mean, listen, I hate to. It's not a it's not it's not a weakness per se, but it's a trait that some people have, man, that once they get on that fucking train, they'll never be able to get off. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
I it's funny you say that, man, because it took me a while. Like my brother died from it in 2016.
Mm,
He was my partner in this rap shit, bro. Like we were like a duo.
right,
And yeah, and like it took me a while to get off of that. Like I always thought it was a weakness, and it took me a while to really flip the script and realize, it's a mental illness, it's a problem. You know what I mean?
right. I feel like a lot of the times, you know, just with the daily struggle that we go through, um, coping mechanisms become become more than that. They become hardwired. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
once it does become hardwired, that's when I believe that, yeah, you can classify that as a mental illness. Once it becomes, like, when you cope with something, being able to cope with something is being able to deal with it passingly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, once you take that next step into being not able to cope, is when, you know what I'm saying, is when you open yourself up for yeah, for real, for
Oh
different
yeah. Oh, absolutely,
treachery,
dude.
you know.
Treachery at the highest magnitude, bro. Everybody's got their vices, you know what I mean? Everybody's got their vices. It's just how you manage it, man.
Right, right. So I mean, how old are you, bro?
33, bro.
Okay, all right, got you. So yeah, man, it's like, not to, not to harp on the fucking on the subject, but I just remember, I remember when it was oxys at first.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And then I remember the oxys overnight it turning to heroin. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah,
straight.
well, you're gonna do 30, 40 a pill, or you're gonna do $10 a bag, 100 for a
Right,
bundle. You know what I
right.
mean?
And a good friend of ours went down that road as well. Yeah, man. It's
That's a
just,
fact.
it's crazy, bro. It really is, man.
You
It
know,
really
real
is.
quick, it reminded me what y'all said before. It's just dependency, and people got dependency on drugs, food,
Mhm.
right? All type of people. So it's like some people are more dependent than others.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
And the more generations, like it feels like people are becoming more socially awkward, and the coping mechanisms are just people don't understand. Like social anxiety is through the roof.
Mm,
Nobody can cope with anything. Everybody's sensitive. So it's just like this culmination of all these things creating this bubble that is just about to burst.
what do you think creates the hypersensitivity, the delicate sensibilities?
Dude, I think the internet, bro, like lack of interaction with actual human.
So human, like person to
Human
I
person
gotta agree
interaction.
to that. You know, because this black screen makes it like it's not real, and so you would fool yourself into thinking you're getting real, like a response, right? Like if I talk to you, I see in your eyes a response. I see how it makes you feel. There's like an energy being passed. It's not. It's not happening with the phone.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I think it's definitely. I mean, me and my wife talk about it all the time. Like we homeschool my daughter, and I want to apologize in advance. I got ADD, so I may jump around
Nah,
crazy.
bro, listen, it's all good. Like I said, listen, you just go. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I also got to tip my hat. I also homeschool all of my children. So
Really?
I no,
Yo,
no, seriously,
salute, bro.
it's turned out to be the best option because schools simply indoctrinate your children
Thank you, bro.
to,
Thank you,
you
man.
know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what the issue is? I don't mean to cut you off. The issue is that, we're so programmed, our parents were so programmed. All of us, the three of us went to school.
Yeah.
We went to school, we did the breakfast programs, we got into the fist fights, we
Uh-huh.
kissed our first girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was that was the map. That was the roadmap for us at the time. Now
Yep.
it's different. It's different
Yep.
now. I hate to say it. It's different now. You know what I'm
It
saying?
truly is. It truly is, bro. Yeah, man. That's dope that you homeschool because it's hard to the biggest thing that we've found is like trying to find it's community. Like it's so hard to find because you worry about socializing your kid because they're not going to school,
For sure.
they're not interacting.
That's the biggest
So
worry, I think. I feel like that's always going to be the biggest worry.
well, then that's where you gotta have deep pockets, man, because we enroll her in anything that will socialize her, dude. She does MMA, dance, um, gymnastics, all that stuff, so she can be around kids. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Other than that, I mean, my wife's an event planner, so when she's home, she's just homeschooling her all day. I work construction, you know what I mean? So like trying to find that healthy balance is difficult, but it's worth it. It's
Oh,
worth it.
for sure. And I feel like, all right, this is what I think. I would much rather have my children walking around the world with the values that me and my wife have instilled, as
Absolutely.
as opposed to an institution that, I live upstate. I live upstate New York. Now, it's not Alabama. All right. It's not fucking Rosewood, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy like that. You feel me? But you got your, you know what I'm saying? You have kids are going to be kids and kids are going to pick up what they hear in the household, right? So
Of course.
there were incidents when my oldest son was going to public school. There were incidents, and it's like at a certain point I had to decide, like, because this is only gonna escalate.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only gonna escalate, and I'm going to, at a certain point, I'm gonna start escalating this shit. And
Uh,
I don't wanna activate in the school, bro. You don't wanna have to pull up on parents because of what they kids
get
say.
all fucking ignorant and shit.
You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna
Yeah,
have
I
to
hear
start
you.
doing
I
none of that
hear you.
shit. So it's like we made the decision, you know what I'm saying, just to start homeschooling him, and then as my other kids started getting older, we started doing the same thing. And listen, if you look at the grades and you hold them up next to the grades for the kids in the area and in the state, let me tell you something right now. Kids in New York State, I forgot what grade it is. It's either 3rd or 4th grade. They can't read.
Yep.
They're going to school, they can't read.
Philly's the same way. They're closing public schools left and right to open private prisons, bro. Which is the same fucking thing. I mean, let's be real.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, it's funny because the high school down the road, well, right across the street from my job, is built by the same person who constructs prisons.
Yeah, it's sickening. Sickening.
You know?
Now, you and your wife homeschool. Do you guys like? Is there a certain curriculum you guys follow, or do you make your own?
Oh no, for sure. So there's certain websites, and then there's also just certain books that you can buy that the school will recommend
Right.
for whatever grade they're in, for their grade structure that year, their curriculum that year. Um yeah, nah, we don't really make up our own. With my oldest son, he started recently making beats and stuff like that, producing beats, so he
Dope.
incorporates that with his music side of it.
Yeah, that's
Um
see exactly dope, man. They get to do what they want to learn, not what they're forced to learn.
right, you understand? Now, and you know what the funny thing is, I think Guru was just telling me, I feel like it was me and him, we're talking about how somebody said, you can't expect somebody to retain something that they don't want to learn.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%. Like I tell
It's
my
a
son, it's like
thousand
I'm like, yo,
percent.
let's do this math real quick, and he has an attitude. It's like, well, you're not gonna
Right.
remember it anyway, right? Because you've already set
Right.
your mind up that this is not worth giving your all. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
1000%, bro.
So yeah, I'm big on, listen, if you have the means, and if you're lucky enough to have a lady or a spouse that will stay home or will be home most of the day to tutor your kids, I would go that way. I would
That's
go that
key.
way.
I think what you just said too is key, and kind of brings something else. Another point you had. It's like, yeah, you got to have the balance. You got to have some type of support, whether it be like I
For
know some
sure.
people might homeschool, but they have like tutors come and do the things they might
Right.
not want to teach. But it's like you got to have support, and if it's not going to be from either husband, teacher, or wife, you got to have support. And the second thing is like, yo, if you only got one kid, I only got one kid, right? He spends a
Right.
lot of his time by himself, and he's unable to indoctrinate. Like he's not, there's no indoctrination with enough kids, right? When you have more than one kid, right? When you get to having two, three kids, the kids can indoctrinate themselves. I talk to moms about this shit all the time because it's like your kids will learn from each other, right? They'll see, oh, I
Oh
see how you
yeah.
got your ass whooped, right? I see how you got your ass whooped. I'm not going to do that. My son don't get the benefit from that. Everything is first person for him. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, same shit with my daughter. Exactly. I feel you. Dude, it's crazy, man. And like, it's raw. It's not easy. And like you said, like you gotta have a support system. Like dude, like it was honestly my wife's plan. Like when she got pregnant, like she was like, "We're doing this." Like, bro, I'm so lucky with my wife, bro. She like literally is. She believes in gender roles, so she just wants to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, dude. That's what she wants to do. And
And in a world where they're taking away gender roles, bro, listen, salute to her.
yo, for
Nah,
real,
for
man,
You
real.
know?
she's solid, bro. She's so solid, and she wants to like, dude, like for like field trip, for example. Like, do you know what they do? They go fucking after it rains, they go and freaking forage for mushrooms in the woods.
Mm.
So my daughter knows. She's 9. She knows all like all the local mushrooms on the East Coast, which are poisonous, which you can eat. She picks them, she cooks them. She's been cooking since she was 3. Like it,
These are the skills that are gonna
Wow.
matter.
Those are skills, right?
yeah,
If the world
exactly,
stopped today, you can't TikTok. TikTok's not a skill. The world stopped today, you need to know how
exactly,
to hunt and
bro.
forage. That's a fact.
Nah,
Yeah, she
for
has
real.
no cell phone, bro. She gets like 3 hours of screen time like a week if she's good. But we're like outside, doing shit like playing soccer, teaching her like I said, my wife teaches her foraging, how to cook, how to make freaking sourdough starter kits and shit like that.
I'm telling you, bro, that's the knowledge that you build communities with. That's
Exactly.
that's the knowledge that ancient communities were built with, ancient civilizations were built around.
Yo, it
You
takes a
understand?
village, right?
For sure.
And
For
to that
sure.
point, bro, that's really why they want you to bring your kid to school, because if everybody was creating their own bubble, their own structure, their own communities, you like just like you said, you wouldn't have the ideas and the feeling that they would give
Right.
you, right? So it's so real how it's like at the end of the day, we would all benefit from kind of just being individuals in that way and learning things on our own.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I mean, like, how much would the three of us have benefited if in school they took one class to teach us how to balance a fucking checkbook?
Right. Or you know what? You know
Man,
what? Me,
listen,
remember me and
You know
Guru
what I
used
mean?
to
Like, I
always
remember
say,
seeing my mom do that shit. Like,
right,
bro,
right. Critical thinking.
right.
Critical
right.
thinking.
You know, wealthy people put their kids in, right? Like, what's it called? Something sorry schools. What's it called?
Montessori. Montessori.
Montessori, right?
Montessori, yeah.
And so, you know, the wealthy have like, you know, kids are going to financial literacy courses already, critical thinking courses already. And so it's like, but why do they get that to them? Because that's the wealthy's children who are going to grow up to be wealthy men and women, right? But if you go to a public
Yeah.
school where they assume that you're going to be poor, they say, you know what? You don't need to know how to balance a checkbook. You're not going to need
Right.
to worry about how to get credit. You know what I mean? Really the fundamentals is like, oh, you're up here getting this amount of money. Okay, you can learn this amount of thing,
You know what
right?
that
This is the
reminds
track
me of?
record.
You guys
Right.
remember B movie? You ever see B movie?
Yeah, the
The beat
animation joint.
With the bees, yeah,
with the
where
Yeah,
bees,
yeah,
it's like
little,
you're a
yeah,
worker or you're a soldier.
yeah,
You
yup.
yeah.
know what
And
I'm
you're gonna do
saying?
that forever, type of thing, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Like I feel like that equates to you're a worker or you're going to be a boss, a leader. You know what I'm
right,
saying? They're grooming you for leadership. You know what I'm saying? They're grooming you for higher management. You know
right.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I remember when I was a kid, being in this, you know, as a young kid, I was in the private school, right? And it's in this private school, you know, like y'all know who Elliot Spitzer is? New
For
York, what
sure.
we see, Attorney
That's
General.
the nigga. That's
His
the nigga
daughter.
who started fucking around and sending nudes to underage girls.
Yep,
Creep ass nigga.
bro,
That nigga better
100%. That's
stay out
him,
of New York, bro.
bro. They're
That's
looking
why your
for
ex wife fucking George Clooney, nigga. Now what?
big facts.
What's up?
Yo, but his daughter used to go to the same school I went to as a kid, right? The private school. And there, I'll never forget in the morning in the private school, they would look around and go, guys, look around. You guys are future leaders of America. You guys
Mm,
are going to run things, right? When I got kicked out of that shit and I went to public school, every morning they said, yo, y'all not graduating. Y'all not going to be shit. Y'all better
mm.
give up. Do you see the difference? The difference was, of course, the education was better, and all, but the real difference was every morning I heard I was going to be great, right? The white, you know what I mean, the rich people, they hear every morning they're going to be great. Versus when I went to high school, like, yeah, y'all lucky if y'all get up out of here. Y'all lucky if I,
Did you
you know what I mean?
guys have you
That's the
guys
difference.
ever heard of the Rice test?
What's it called?
Yeah, break
It's
that down.
called the Rice test.
Nah.
So I'm pretty sure it was a Japanese scientist, and what he did was he took three different bowls of the same rice and he covered them with cellophane to that effect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and every day to the first bowl, he would give positive affirmations. To the
Mm-hmm.
middle bowl, he would say nothing. And to the third bowl, he would fucking say the worst shit he could to that bowl. Just bad energy on the bowl, right?
Right.
I feel like he did that for 30 days or some shit like that. And by the end of the 30 days, the first bowl that got nothing but positive affirmations it wasn't spoiled and it had a fragrant smell, right? The middle bowl had mold on it and it had started to turn. The third bowl that got nothing but negative energy was black with mold.
Yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
what that tells me? You know what that tells me, y'all, real quick? Is like, so obviously when I'm speaking, right, the frequencies I'm pushing towards this rice is doing something to the rice. But on
Hmm.
top of that, that means that the kind of frequency I push to the rice is doing, right? So it's like you can not only you pushing frequency, right, at something, but what kind of frequency?
Yo, it's all about vibrations, bro. And
For sure.
that's why they call it spelling, man. You can't just spell the word,
Mm.
bro. There's a Japanese, I think it might be the same dude, man. He did it with water too.
Right. Right.
And
Right. Yep.
the water would react differently to shit like that, dude.
Shit's
It's
crazy.
crazy, man. I mean, and back to the school thing. I mean, you ever heard of like kindergarten? Why it's called that?
No.
Nah, well, it comes from the German. Kinder means children, and garden means garden, so it's garden of children. And the first person to open up an elementary school in America was German speaking, and it was basically to create the workforce. That's all it is.
Wow.
Public school is just creating the cogs in the wheel, brother. Like,
Right.
they suppress your creativity completely. It's crazy, dude. Like, you gotta look into that shit, bro. It's deep, man. You know, and everything stems back to like the 40s in Germany, bro. You can find everything back there.
Nah, bro. So yeah, what you talking about is crazy because I do know that schools are meant to, like you said, they're meant to breed workers. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? They're meant to breed workers. And yeah, it's like if I don't know, man, if that's the idea, then I don't see why the household, if it is a safe and a sound household, that they should be breeding their own workers. You
right.
know what I'm saying? These kids should be able to go and do what they want and develop how they want. You know what I'm saying? Without having to, I just remember being in school, bro, and it's like most of the day was horrible.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yo, sitting in that shit all day, 7 o'clock to 2:30, and then
Bro.
you got what wintertime? You got what 3 hours of daylight when you get out. You know what I'm saying? Man, fucking depressing, bro.
Yo. Oh man. You know what? You know what also is funny? I know. You grew up on the East Coast, you're from New Jersey, nigga. I know that you made money shoveling driveways. I
What?
already know. Come on, kid.
Oh yeah,
Come
bro.
on, bro. But you gotta understand. You gotta understand. It's a different breed. I
Oh,
don't know. I don't know if kids even do that anymore.
man, you don't see kids mowing lawns. You don't see kids. If anything, they're harassing the damn people, bro. It's wild. It's wild out of pocket out here, bro.
Like, yo,
Like I'm out of Camden now. Like we're in a nice little town. Like I mean, I'm probably about 6 minutes outside of the city, but
right,
dude, it's night and day, bro. I wasn't raising no child there, man.
right,
Yeah, nobody does anything out here. Even the kids out here, bro, they don't do nothing, man. They just ride around on their bikes and harass people.
right. Nah, it really is, man. It's a disconnect, and it's a bigger disconnect than when we was kids. You know how I know? And it's like every generation they'd be like, "Oh, these little niggas don't got no respect," but it's like, it's more than them not having no respect. They don't give a fuck. You know
No,
what I'm saying? Like
no,
even the most disrespectful niggas when we was growing up, at the end of the day, we was able to be like, "Yo, you wild out, my nigga." Like, yo,
yeah,
you dad shouldn't have done that, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they would hear you. Nowadays, it's like, yo, they just don't care. They just don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
man.
I'm surprised. I hear that young folks still help people with their strollers though, and grandma with the shopping cart. I'm surprised they do that. I heard they still do that.
Because
Like,
there's always gonna be good people.
I'm
Out of
shocked though. I'm
you know what I'm
shocked.
saying? It can't be all of these youngins can't be horrible.
Right,
Statistically, they can't be. You know what I'm saying? There's
right.
always going to be people who are inherently good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get that. I understand that, but I believe that it's few and far between these days. You know what I'm saying?
But that's how it was growing up though. Like I remember, only old white lady that lived. She was the only white lady on Viola in Camden, which is a known crack fucking set. Everybody would help her with her groceries though. I mean, you
Right.
could be doing the wildest shit out there, but she come through, you stop, you help her, you make sure you put them away, you make sure
Right.
she's good, and you
You
keep the
know?
riffraff from away from her house.
Nah, for real.
You know
And
what I
that's
mean? But
that's what it
that's how
was
it
That's
about.
was.
respect. That's respect. Yeah, it's just code to it, man. There used to be a little more respect.
Right,
Nah.
and you don't see that really. Like you're saying, like I mean, everybody can't be, that bad, but it's few and far between that I've seen, man.
And it sucks, bro. It really does because you know what? The elders, the older folks are the ones who got the most game, and they the ones who get listened to the least. You feel
Yeah.
me? They
They
the ones
also
who
make
got the most game.
and then make sure you had something to eat if you were hungry too.
Yo, nah, you know what? It's like for real, bro. I've always been lucky to have both parents in the household. Like, my dad didn't live with us, but I had both parents in my life.
Right.
And a lot of my niggas didn't have that. And I remember just to speak to your point, I remember, a couple of my friends having to rely on older ladies or older guys so they could shovel their driveway and get a couple dollars, or like you said, mow the lawn, get a couple dollars, go to the store for them, and they let them keep the change type shit. So it's like, yeah, bro. There's just a big disconnect. It's just a big disconnect. You know what
It
I'm saying?
is, and there's and like work ethic too, bro. It's like non-existent, man.
Oh my
These
God, that's my biggest pet peeve, bro.
Me too, bro. Me fucking too, bro. It drives me nuts. Like like by during the day I'm a construction inspector, so like I'm on job sites all day, and my company runs through these kids, bro. The turnover rate is like a fucking restaurant, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's unreal. These kids just don't want to work, man.
Break down your day. Break down the day for me. Like, what is your day?
Shit. All right. Crack of dawn, about 4:30. I'm up.
Mm.
Um. I drink some water. I get dressed. I head out. I'm on the job site by like 5:30, depending on where I go, man. Sometimes I may have to drive all the way up. So you're from Manhattan, right?
Right.
Right.
Originally.
So originally, so we don't work in like I won't go to New York. They got their own shit, and they don't want to pay those 5 borough prices. So, like I'll probably go like North Jersey, like Paramus, which is like 2.5 hours, but I can see the city. Like I'm right there. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah, I know right where you at, bro. Sometimes I take that way to get back up this way. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, you're well versed in it, and it's a hike up that turnpike, boy.
Oh, for sure.
But
It's a straight shot, but it seems like
oh,
it's never ending, bro. It seems
oh,
like it's never
you get
fucking
that
ending.
fucking highway hypnosis on that shit, especially when it's dark out, dude.
For sure.
Oh my god. But that's what I do, man. I'll drive to a job site. I may have a couple jobs. I'll go. I'll do I check rebar for the state, so I'll do the
Mm.
rebar for all the concrete. And then if they're doing like concrete, I make cylinders, which are like these molds of the concrete, to make sure that they break at their strength after 7 days. So I make sure like
Right,
all the shit's up to
right.
code. I'll make sure like the soils are compacted and make sure that they're sturdy to build the foundations on. And I do that till about whenever, man. It could be like 6 at night. Then
Right.
I go home and I fucking relax, baby.
Nah, I
But
hear that. I hear
other
that.
than
You keep
that,
it
Real
though,
good.
quick, we're talking about big buildings, right?
nah, not like city shit, like not like high rises, like actually like Amazon warehouses, like 30,000 yards of
Okay.
concrete slabs, like you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Pouring like 300 trucks of concrete for like 12 hours straight type deal. Like,
That's
dude, we
crazy.
do a lot of that, like a lot of commercial. We do a lot of warehouses, a lot of like
Hmm.
residential, like 55 and older Jones. Like right now, I'm doing a childhood center. We did a bunch of the charter schools in Camden.
Mm.
That's more of our speed.
Okay. So you guys might fuck around and do like if a Costco's going up or some shit like that.
Right, yeah, dude, ShopRites, Acme, shit like that.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the high rise. I mean, I'll do some like high rises in like Philly, but like they're not even high rises. They're more like 12-story townhomes
Okay.
that are like, you know what I mean,
They have
lightweight
elevators and stuff, right?
elevators, stair towers. So we do the masonry and shit like that. But yeah, but that's every day, man. But like, I gotta make sure everything's up to code, and like that's my ass when I signed on that shit.
Nah, I hear you. And you know
You
what?
know,
That's super interesting though. I find that super interesting.
it's stressful sometimes.
I bet. And I bet you see a lot of like I have to assume that there's a lot of cutting corners
Oh yeah.
and shit like that. Like, not necessarily your company, but in that business, in
Oh
that
no, yeah.
field. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Um
I got a story about that too. Crazy one, bro. We were doing like an $800,000 house.
Mm.
Probably one of the fucking like Eagles players or something. And the dude didn't get the building pad. Like he had to bring it up like 6 feet. So they have to do it in 12-inch layers, and you got to test every layer to make sure
Right.
it's compacted, right? He did the whole pad. Nobody tested it.
Damn.
So I went out there and had him do a test pit so I could check. This motherfucker was burying like rotting 12 by 12 timbers on like they put on wharfs underneath the fucking building pad. And I'm like, yo, you realize like the back of this house is gonna like fucking shear off in like 3 years. because you got rotting fucking organics under this pad, bro.
Oh
But
my
it's gonna
god.
leave all voids. You know what I mean?
Right. Because it's
Yo, yeah,
eventually it's biodegradable. It's gonna be
it's
gone.
biodegradable. You can smell that it's decaying. You can smell organics, bro. It smells like fucking manure.
Right. Right. Like
Yeah,
mulch. Like
yeah,
mulch.
that's exactly what it smells like. And then like like topsoil type shit. But it's just giant, dude, like 20 fucking foot long pieces of wood
That's
that
super
are
interesting.
12 by 12. They're big boys.
Let me ask you this. It so is there any room, like, is there a path one day for you to segue this into your own thing, into your own kind of gig, business kind of survey inspection thing, or does it have to be strictly through like a bonded company you have to work for?
I would have to get my professional engineering degree to open up my own engineering firm. And
Okay, got you.
it's like one of the hardest fucking tests to take, bro.
Right,
It's an
right, right.
8-hour test.
Ugh,
Yeah. Yeah,
damn,
dude.
bro.
A guy in our company just got it because the owner passed, so we needed a PE to take over, and he's been studying for like 13 years,
Holy shit.
and he took the test, and he said it was like almost like 8.5 hours long, nonstop, bro.
Gee,
No breaks. Yeah, yeah, bro.
Fucking grueling shit, bro.
Fooling shit. Plus, you gotta go to college, get some like fucking engineering degrees before you can even get your PE.
Right, there's prerequisites. There's definitely prerequisites. All right,
Yeah,
so nah,
man.
yeah.
Like I could go and take I get certifications for certain things, depending on what I got to inspect. But that's a whole nother animal, man. That PE.
Listen, I hear you. Plus, we got other endeavors. We got other endeavors. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro.
So, yeah, one of the questions I usually ask is, what was your first inspiration, your first look at, your first, just the first time you was introduced to hip hop or rap, however, be it graffiti,
I
music
remember it
video.
fondly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, probably like nah, I was like it was like '96. I was like 6,
Mm.
and remember when you used to put CDs in the fucking CD cases? Have a big,
In the
thick CD
books.
case? Yeah, the
Yep.
big books, the
Yep.
inserts. Well, my aunt would do it. My aunt's only a couple years older than me. Nah, she's probably like 8 years older than me. And she would take the booklets out of the CDs and put them in front of the discs, right? So I remember flipping through. I remember listening to Sublime's record,
Fire.
and I was listening to Sublime, and I'm flipping through her book. I would steal her book all the time. And I remember seeing the CD for Biggie's Ready to Die.
That's a
And I
perfect
popped,
introduction too.
yeah, popped that in. And I remember, no, I think it was like track 4, Give Me the Loot. And it blew my fucking wig. After that, it was
give me the
over,
loop.
man. Give Me the Loot blew my mind, bro. I didn't understand anything. I was like, this is the illest shit I've ever heard in my life.
It's
Fuck
almost like
Sublime.
you were frantic after that moment, right?
Whoa, bro, I was like fucking punching the pillowcase. I was ready to fight shit, son. Yeah,
Yo,
they got
man.
me so hyped. But I remember it was Biggie Ready to Die's album. 'Cause the baby on the fucking CD, man. I thought it was like the illest shit with the fro. I was like, this is the fucking illest shit. And then DMX. And then the next one she had DMX was I think it was Flesh on My Flesh, Blood on My Blood. And that him covered in blood, that shit like blew my fucking wig too. I was like, what is this?
Yo, that was different. I'm not gonna lie to you. That cover, it's like, yo, kids these days and just younger people who weren't there or weren't a certain age when shit like that was happening, like the feeling that you would get from discovering music organically
Oh, dude.
is crazy, bro.
Wow.
It
It's like it
truly is.
transcended. I feel like that those type of covers transcended the. Okay, so it's like it was larger than life, right? It felt like wow, this was, and it was practical too. My man just had some paint or some. It was practical. He really had to
Right.
do that. Now it's like, it might have been CGI or somebody used some Photoshop or something, but it's like, yeah, you felt the energy off some of these covers a lot more.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. And like I always say, bro, like I say the special thing about music is, man, you can hear a song and it can take you back to a specific point in your life and you can remember it vividly, like or smell or remember a smell.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
For
Of like
sure.
a certain song can just project you to that certain point, and that's the beauty of it, dude.
Now, let me ask you this: the way we consume music these days on social media and the like, would you say that that is? Would you okay? Would you say that when you discover a song now, and it's mainly through the channels of social media, would you say that that is organic?
No,
No, right, right,
no,
right. I agree
no,
with
not
that.
at all. Not at all. Because I remember, man, oh, dude, I remember. You ever heard that song? It was Mano and Uncle Murda. What was it called?
They had a couple. They got a
And
couple.
I think it was called like NWA 2K something.
I
I
feel
remember
like yeah,
hearing it's an older track. It's like probably like early 2000s.
right.
I remember hearing it on somebody's car I was in. They had like the XM radio when like XM radio just came out.
When they was really rocking.
Yeah, yo, and I heard it on there, and I was like, "What the fuck is this song?" And trying to find like Google, like the internet wasn't really popping like that. Like you're trying to figure it out, trying to find it, and that hunt for it, and then finding it. That like the grind of that
Yo,
is
bro,
gone now because we're so flooded with music. It's overwhelming.
you know what the crazy thing is? Yo, you just brought me back. Like, I used to take such pride. Like, before I could rap, before I was actively rapping, I was putting together mixtapes. And I'm not
Dope.
talking about like, I'm just talking about like literally the definition of a mixtape. I'm
Yeah,
taking
like off of Napster and shit.
right. I'm taking all the
Yeah.
hottest shits and I'm putting them on a CD and I'm
Yes.
rocking that shit. Yo, I
Hell
used to
yeah.
take pride. I used to take pride in the fact that by the time, or I'll say this, I used to know that the mix was hot if I put the shit in, and by the time I got back home, somebody stole the shit.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Somebody took the shit, bro. The shit was no longer in
Exactly.
my car, can't be found.
The
You know what I'm
visor
saying?
on the CD case under your visor is missing 3 discs.
Yo, bro. And it's like, if you was really into music, you didn't give a fuck because you had a stack of 200 blank CDs. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, those were the days, man. Now that you mention it, it's like the hunt. Like, yo, these kids don't realize there used to be a time. I remember, I forgot what song it was, but it was the first song that I ever heard French Montana on. And I was like, yo, who the fuck is this? And listen, French used to be cold, bro.
What? I'm a
French
Coke boy, bro.
Come on,
Come
French used to be
on.
cold, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this is
Yeah.
way before anybody knew who he was. And I heard the shit and I'm like, oh, that's fire. And it took me 2 months to find the song. I
What?
had to go through some type of fucking online channel board to get the link to fucking Napster or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And I
Yup.
finally found the song and I was the only nigga with that song.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
That and then like yeah, and then you get in the car, yo, pass me the jack, you plug it into the Walkman on the tape deck, and then you pop the fucking CD in, yo, listen to this song. Oh my god.
Yo.
Yo, I remember it vividly, man.
I'm telling you, bro. And
I just eat edibles now, man, but fuck dog, I'm still a dirty Timbo fucking 4XT dude, bro.
let's go. Let's
You
go.
know what I mean?
Listen, and it was an era, man, and it was a time, and I feel like I probably latch on to that time the most because that's when we was young men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The
That's when we
coming
was
of
young
age,
men.
brother.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just funny because we watch these movies since we kids. We watch these coming of age movies, and it's like you don't. The story don't matter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stories don't matter. What matters is the fact that you're gonna have a core group of friends at first, and you guys are gonna be inseparable. Some people gonna move away. Some people gonna just leave the group, and eventually, it just becomes you. And you find other people, you find other friends. You know what I'm saying? But it's just
Yup.
the the cycles that we go through. I was talking to somebody at work, and I was just mentioning that it's crazy how if you're lucky you live multiple lives in one life.
Yes.
That's real tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, the older you get, if everything is going right, not like if everything's going right for you, but if everything is the way it's supposed to be and you're on the path, the older you get, the more you realize how precious all
Bro,
of this is.
so many people are closed-minded where they stop experiencing things in life, right? But the experiences is what kind of gives you the extra lives, right? Imagine you spent 15 years being a pilot, and then you say, you know what, I'm gonna go be an author, and then you know what, I'm gonna go be a professional bowler or something. You know what I mean? It's like all those experiences is what gave you the extra tries in life type of thing, you know? So it's like people get too stuck on trying to be what they think other people
Exactly.
need them to be or think what they should be. It's like, nah, maybe you need to try something else. Maybe you need to be consistent in something else.
Mm,
Are you willing to participate? Are
Right.
you
Go,
willing
go run the race. Right.
to carve your own path? You know what I mean?
It's
nah, for
interesting to me.
sure,
It's like kind of the rules we put
for
on
sure.
ourselves, and that's why I keep saying like my son is big for I can't do it. But if you say you can't do something, you've stubbed yourself, right? You've put this ceiling on yourself, and so it's like people do that all day, right? It's like we can't
Word to
put a ceiling on
Calvin.
our own stuff. Like the world will put a ceiling on you, right? The world will tell you things aren't. You know what I mean? Like somebody else will be like, "Oh, that's not feasible." But it's like if you think you can run for it, why don't
Yep,
you run for it? Right? So when you said Rat Race, that reminded me of that movie, The Rat
yep.
Race, with Whoopi. Who was in that? Whoopi Goldberg and all them. And we sampled. That's my shit too,
That's my
bro.
shit,
Remember we
son. I just
sampled
watched it
the
the other
Yeah.
day, bro.
He's riding in
bro.
Hitler's car.
Son is riding, the Jewish family's riding in Hitler's car, right? Yo, son, his daughter says, "Yo, I got a shit." He's like, "Yo, we can't even stop." She take a shit out the
Nasty work,
window, nigga.
bro.
Yo,
But you know what?
Yo, he's
come on,
got
man.
the stain mustache on.
Nasty work. But you know what about that
Yo,
movie? In
What's his
Slim's 2,
name,
we
guy?
sampled the beginning when the guy was breaking the rules down to him. He said, "Are you ready? There are no." We said, "What's the rules?" There are no rules in the rat race. You know what I'm saying? It's just you got to go for it. So to
mhm,
that point of what we were just saying, it's
mhm.
Yeah,
like you just got to go for it, man. It's like don't put the I don't know, kind of like the limitations on yourself, and run that race.
you can't, man. The world's gonna, like you said, man. The world's gonna fucking put a cap on you, man. Like the last thing you do, especially in the home, man.
Right? We talk
Positive
about that a lot too, kind
affirmation.
of
Mhm.
manifestation and meditation. It's like a lot of people. It's funny because you might think, "Oh, I don't meditate." It's like if you think about something too hard, you meditate. If you're focusing on something good or bad, right? So it's like everybody
Oh hell
meditates.
yeah,
Everybody kind of manifests
yeah,
energy, and so we just got to be more cognizant of it and use it to our advantage. You know what I mean?
And when I think about it, I'm trying to think back to where we originally linked up, and I'm pretty sure it was Coca Reef at first.
yeah. It was. It was. I remember, man. It was. So me and Reef linked up. Damn, wow, years ago for some features. He wanted me on some albums or whatever. And then when he started that like whole distro wave, I remember he like blasted your '96 album,
Right,
and he sent me because I was like, that's my homie, man. So he would send me the link for it, and I listened to it. I was like 3 tracks in. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this dude? He's
appreciate that.
killing shit, bro. And he was like, oh, this dude Muggs. I was like, yo, link me up with him. He's like, yeah, yeah, I'll try. And then I remember you did something with Yellow,
Right,
and
YB, shout
Yellow
out
was my
YB.
right,
Shout out to
and Yellow
YB.
was my man too. And I was like, yo, get me on it. Yeah, man, I haven't heard from that kid in a minute.
He's an elusive man. We're gonna get him on the show. We were supposed to line him up on the show in the beginning, and things got rocky. But yeah, he's a very elusive man. We're gonna
He
get him on the
is,
show though.
he is like a fucking ninja. Um, I didn't reach out to you yet. I was waiting for Reef to do it, which I shouldn't have. And then I hit Yellow up, and I was like, because I did a track with Luca, produced by Luca, with Chuck Chan.
Right.
And then I was like, yo, get me on a track with this Muggs dude. And he was like, yeah, I'll see what I can do. But then I just wound up reaching out to you. I think I just hit you up like, yo, man, like your shit is tight. We should work. I
That's
And
think
now it's
that's
dope.
pretty
history.
much how it happened.
Nah,
Because
yeah.
then he did get me on that album you guys did. We did that song.
Right. He was on the Mass
That's dope.
Escapades. Shout out, yo. You know what the
Yeah,
funny thing is? It's like, yo, man. All right. Let me just say this real quick. And this is for whoever was on that album. And I know it was YB um organized that album. It's like 20 different artists on the shit or something like that. I really appreciate everybody who's on that album. If I have never reached out to you, if you jumped on that album off the strength and I never reached out to you to thank you, I apologize. It was a tumultuous time. You know what I'm saying? We was running crazy. So it's like I have a feeling like a couple people might have felt slighted that I never reached out, and I that was never my intention. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying? Like
Yeah.
we grown men feel how you feel, but that was never my intention. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So yeah, I just want to say that and let that be known. Yeah, and I feel like that was probably the first collab we did. And yeah, bro. And it was history from there, man. It's always been good vibes, and we got a couple tracks in together, and we got yeah, man. As of recently, we decided to form a duo called the Good Neighbors.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
So and
It's gonna be something special.
right, I think we got a whole pack from Next Quick, my fault, and those beats are crazy. And
That
once
man
we
is
start,
elusive.
yo, nah, for real. See, the funny thing is, I might have had one conversation with him in the past 6 years. Because you know what? Let me say this. Let me say this. Before Good Neighbors and before a lot of this stuff, we had these beats. We've been holding on to these beats for 5 years now. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely elusive. Shout out to him. We appreciate you. And yeah, bro, I'm excited about this. And obviously there's gonna be more information as it comes out. But
Oh yeah,
Good
and big
Neighbors.
big things we've been talking about. I mean, well, we've been talking about doing a collab joint. I mean, not necessarily forming the group, but we how long we've had the pack for is how long we've been talking about doing a collab joint. Because you did Tri-State for me,
Right.
and
We're gonna
that
play that
fucking
tonight.
song is a banger.
Yo, for real. For real.
That was played on shit, man. That was on Rap is Out of Control. That was on Muggs' joint.
Yeah, Soul
Salute,
Assassin. Shout out
salute.
DJ
Soul
Mug. Shout out
Assassin
Rappers Out
played
of
on there.
Control.
Yeah, man. We dropped because I dropped that as a single years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been sitting on this slumlord pack for a minute, and then I finally dropped it or whatever. But next, dude, like he hit me up, and I did like a song for he did a tape called the Boom Bap Chronicles,
Mm.
and I did it. Oh, it sounded like a straight Dipset beat, yo. It was so sick. And then I did a song for him called 98 Low. And then I was like, yo, like I'm thinking about reaching out to Muggs and like doing a collab tape. You got anything you want like to throw on to be a part of it? And he sent the pack through. And I was like, yo, I was like, can we just use all of these? And he was like, go ahead.
Yo, bro, real quick, man. Shout out to any producer that just sends the pack, bro.
Bro,
Like
for real.
for okay, let me just add a little context to this. One of the biggest points of doing this whole show was to get producers that we've worked with their shine, or at least for us to give them their flowers and for our audience to
Mad respectable.
you know
Mad
what I'm
respect.
saying. And yeah, bro, like I've dealt with a whole plethora of producers, and most of them are, cool guys, humble dudes, and they will send a whole pack of beats. And listen, that's not to say that's nothing against the ones who won't, because I get it. I know how it is. I know how niggas be out here, bro. You know
All
what I'm
right,
saying? You producers have a hard job because it's like they gotta believe in us first.
for
You
sure.
feel me? And it's like for them to believe in us and then for us to let them down, gotta be it's a level of torment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, bro, like just shout out to all the producers who work with us, who work with me, who just sent the pack. You know what I'm saying? Like, and those situations breed the best projects. You know what I'm saying?
for sure, man. And that's dude. Shout out to Anaji, bro, for
Oh,
fucking
that's
believing.
my guy, bro.
Yo, I hit him up like like right after Slick Talk came out, and I was like, man, because I worked with Chuck, I worked with Killy,
Shout out the home
um,
team. You already
the
know.
whole team, man. Like I went to Jersey, I went to Jersey City and saw them perform, linked up with them, and shout out to them guys. They're always family, but big shout out to Najee for sending the pack through, bro, and was like, hell yeah. I was like, we should do a tape. He's like, hell yeah, no doubt. Sent the pack through. Shit, man, got it mixed. Got a couple of Jones mixed from because the first tape I paid for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Onaji off the strength with that pack, bro, and I
Right.
appreciate that 1,000%.
Nah, for sure, bro. For sure. I think
1,000%.
it's something to be said about that, you know. Like I said, it means that they believe in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they see something in you. So yeah, man, like hats off to the producers, bro, because you know, I said it before. Um, we could write these lyrics, we could recite the lyrics, but it really doesn't work without the beat and you know
Nah,
the whole soundscape that comes with that.
nah, that's
You
what it
know,
is, bro. They're 50% of the fucking project, man. They
for
gotta,
sure.
and it's crazy too because like you were saying, like most of them are stand up dudes, and I get it. Some of them are like, man, like out of pocket too.
Yeah, bro. You know what it is, man? It's like so it's you ever been at a job, bro, and somebody leaves the job, a manager will leave the job, and then somebody who was under that manager will get promoted to manager, and now they on a power trip. It's similar in the sense that okay, for the appearances of the internet, you've broken through a ceiling. And now that you've reached this level, it's almost like the people who you have, you know, for the purposes of the internet, detached yourself from are now beneath you and you're you know what I'm saying? Like it's a little what is it, hubris?
Yeah,
How they call it?
yeah,
I'm pretty sure. And it's like, listen, I get it. I get that too. Because who knows what a nigga had to do to get there. I understand it. I understand it. But you gotta be able, I feel like I'm a firm believer of being able to read the room. You know
oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? And being able to kind of, you know, take the temperature and see what's what. And you should be able to see who's who and what's what and you know go from there, but it's like and the flip side to that is listen, these are your beats, this is your art, this is your craft. It took you however long it took you to make these. So yeah, you do what you do with them as you wish. You feel me? But at the same time, if you got fire and you a nigga who know you got fire, like, you know, listen, try your best to work with those who work with you. You feel me? That's all I'm trying to say.
no, I agree, bro. I think we were chopping that up in the DMs about that shit not too long ago.
Right.
about working with your circle, but like don't be so narrow minded to where you don't branch out.
For sure.
Uh, you know what I mean? And like shout out to Coca Reef wherever he's at right
Yo,
now.
shout out Reef. I haven't heard from him in a long time. I hope everything's all right with him. But yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while.
I haven't heard from him in a minute, but he tried to do something special, and it just sucks that it didn't work out because he was trying to create this super like distro thing where everybody was going to eat, and then it was also paving the way for a lot of us. Like it paved the way for me to link up with you
Right.
and meet other. That's how I also met shout out fucking Piff Penny.
Mm.
Have you heard any of his stuff?
I'm familiar with the name, but I have not worked with him. No.
Dude, from Baltimore, dude is cold.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, yeah. One of the tracks I sent you is actually featuring him.
I listened to all of them, so yeah, nah. We're gonna
Yeah,
we gonna run those too, bro. I can't wait to get into that. You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
He's a solid dude, bro. And I that's how I found him through Reef, man. Like going through the distro, looking at everybody he had, giving these. And the thing is the thing you post some music, and then everybody wants to throw fire emojis under it. Nobody's. Are they really listening?
Right.
You know what I mean? I set time. I put time down, and I was listening to everybody he was doing, man, and like basically picking and choosing. Like, yo, this dude's fire. Let me reach out, see if he wants to work.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And it gives exposure both ways. Like he was trying to do something special, man. So shout out Reef, bro.
Nah, and you know what? I remember the time. Um I remember reaching out to him about 96, you know what I'm saying? At the time it was the first I'm a studio rat, bro. So it's like I especially we was working on 96 for like 3 years. So it's like
It shows.
my head was in the studio for 3 years. So by the time the album was done, the artwork's done, and I finally fucking popped my head up out the sand, it's like seeing how he was moving, that was the first example I ever had of something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, so he's gonna do this and then he'll sell it through here and this, and that. And it's like, yo, bro, like you said, it was working. It was dead working, bro. And I don't know too much about what happened to cause, any issues that might have been going on, but I remember that, once 96 came out, things started to move faster for me.
Oh yeah.
And at that time it's like 96 came out and then we started working on all of the projects that we would drop in 2020. So it was just like a very fast time and a lot of shit got swept under the rug. A lot of shit happened, but I didn't have time to address it.
Yeah, it happens. It
You know
happens.
what I'm saying? And I feel like me and him lost connection. I feel like there was at some point there might have been a misunderstanding. I don't think it was anything that was, relationship ruining, but I feel like the issue with things like that is when you leave things unsaid. And I'm not saying that that was the case with this, but it's like
Right.
when something happens or when one side perceives something to have happened and it's not addressed, I feel like that's when people will let the ties at best case scenario, people will just let the ties drop. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I feel like that might be kind of down the alley that we're going on. And it's no love lost. I still fuck with the man. I rock with him. As a matter of fact, I have one of the last copies of 96 CD sitting on my desk right now. So
Right.
yeah,
I,
shout out to Coca Reef, man.
yeah, man. I mean, dude, 3 years. It shows. It's a phenomenal project,
I
bro.
appreciate that, my brother. I
Nah,
really
for real.
do.
I've given you flowers about that. I tell you that album, it really blew my mind, man. It was serious. I love that album, and I
It,
I don't, and dude, I'm a fan first.
right. And I feel the
Period.
same way. I feel the same way, bro. It's like when we did Tri-State and we did Goodfellas. Goodfellas is the latest track we did. And I had a lot of fun with that one.
That song was crazy, bro. Shout out Irie for that beat, yo.
Yo, nah, that beat is dope, straight like that. And
Crazy.
I feel like yeah, I was talking to Guru about it earlier. Like, I feel good about the duo, and we just gotta see what the chemistry's like on a whole album. And I already know it's gonna be solid, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, we just cooking, man. We pushing forward and we cooking. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we definitely the big thing with it, organic. We
We gotta get in the studio. That's
gotta
the
be in the studio.
right. I full-heartedly believe that. Um, yeah, and I got like I told you, I got a spot. We'll arrange that. We'll get that organized
Yeah, we'll figure all that out.
for sure. So yeah, I wanted to ask you, what is your writing process? Because we're all different and we all have a writing process. Like I like to sit with the beat if I can. If I got
Uh-huh.
time, I like to listen to the beat while I'm at work and just moving around and shit like that. And then I start coming up
Right.
with lyrics. What's your process?
All right, man. It's weird, right? uh, I don't really write, bro. Um, it's weird. So ADD is gonna kick in. So I I
Okay.
I started back. I came up battle rapping, bro. And
Mm.
you can kind of tell in like the way like I got to get out of the habit, but like I almost write my verses like I'm battling.
You know what the funny thing is? I've noticed that, and I feel like it's dope. I feel like it's a signature for you, but it's like your every verse is talking to somebody. So the funny thing
Right.
is, bro, I was listening to Tri-State, right? And there's a couple bars in there. I'm like, yo, who is this nigga talking about, bro? Like he must be talking about somebody because
Oh
a
yeah, I
couple of them
name drop
bars.
motherfuckers and everything, bro.
Yeah, nigga said I smacked so and so in his mouth to bring the beef back. I said, oh shit.
Will's due to he killed my brother in 2018, stabbed him with a steak knife.
Oh my days. I'm sorry to hear
Yeah,
that, bro.
nah, it's all good. Got him right under the armpit.
Let's go. That's
Yeah,
fucking
so
crazy,
that's what I was
man.
talking about there, man. I told him what I said. I had goals out North Camden waiting on the call.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna hang him on the pole.
Mm.
Nah, man, but that's like, and then like I want to get away from that, man. Like, but like it's so, dude. Like that's how I came up.
Right.
Came up battling, and I mean, like watching Joey Jihad in Philly, and like he cracked me out on Somerset Ave battling,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yup.
seeing like that was like the culture then.
Oh, for sure. For
You know what I
sure.
mean? And like, dude, like we would drive to Virginia and battle motherfuckers.
Nah,
And
yeah. That was
dude,
that
yeah,
was the thing back then.
I got videos of it, bro. I gotta find it. Um, so like that's like I want to get away from that, but like I tend to do that, and I feel like it's kind of like you said, like a signature. Um, but I don't really write, man. Like I be thinking of stuff in my head, and a lot of the time it's all acapella, and
Mm.
I can mold it to a beat.
Right.
So like
Right.
if I get a beat, I'll like spit some shit that I have in my head. I remember like yo, all my verses, I got them. I got a steel trap, bro,
That's
from
dope.
years, man. Yeah, like so, like dude, like old shit, bro. So like that's what I do, and like I'll mold it to a beat. Very rarely do I get a beat and like sit down and write to it unless like it's very rare, man. I can probably count on my hands and toes how many times I've done that.
So basically, you just like you'll hear the beat, you'll have it in the headphones, and through there, you're just molding out the 16 in your head until you have it. Then you go in the studio and just lay it down.
Yeah, I'm adding syllables if I'm like multisyllabic
Right.
on some big L shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll add a couple words to fill the bar in to fit the tempo, or I'll take a word out, or I'll switch the word to from 3 syllables to 2 to make sure it hits.
Right.
But yeah, man, but like I don't write on paper. Like whenever I record, I just close my eyes and I spit it from my head.
So that's dope, bro.
Yo, that's
When you
dope.
close your eyes and you spit
Yeah,
it from your head, you do
yeah.
so like all right. So when I close my eyes and I rap like that and I get into a flow, I feel like I leave sometimes. Like, oh shit, I gotta open my eyes back. Like, you ever feel like that?
Mm.
Oh, bro, yeah, I
Yeah,
transcend,
hundred
bro. Hell
percent.
yeah,
Okay,
dude.
I knew it wasn't just me.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, no.
creators. Like when you get to that, it's like the Zen state, right? It's like when you reach like that, you're there. You in that frequency. You in your frequency. You doing the best you right now.
Oh, bro, yeah, dude. I got the stew right in my living room, man. I got no soundproofing. I just got like a really good condenser mic to where it's just as long as you're spitting in front of it, it's gonna pick up everything. So I throw the headphones on, I shut the freaking fan off or whatever. I close my eyes. But see, my thing is because I'm not reading it, I don't have to look at a pad and read it.
Mm.
Like I know where I want my inflections to be on
I was just
words.
gonna say it's such a more cleaner like when okay, so I write, right? But then if I'm in the studio and Guru can vouch, if I've done the verse 20 times already trying to get it right, I don't
Right,
need the phone anymore. That's when you really start to get into the cut.
right,
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, and I think that's where the rawness comes out. Cause
Right.
like I could just close my eyes and I already know what word I want to inflect on, like with a growl or a different cadence or a different pitch in my voice. I know it's just easy for me. It allows me more freedom, more creativity. So that's
For
why,
sure.
like before I'll record, I'll fucking spit the verse 1,000 times in my head over a week, and I got it down.
Right.
So when I sit down and press record, I can inflict it wherever I want,
Mhm.
how I want. I know where my lips are gonna go.
Yo,
It's
I
it's
swear
it's
I
a
used to be like
process,
that.
but it's the way it works for me. You know?
I used to be like that, bro. I used to, you know what it was? It's like I used to just focus on certain verses and I would know them, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
then it got to the point where I just started writing so much like through that time when we was dropping all that music, I was writing so much that it became, I got the Tupac syndrome. Like, we can't
Right.
we can't waste time on just molding this one song. And you know what? It's like sometimes, like, I get that, and that's true. But sometimes you're compromising true quality by not taking the time and really learning the lyrics and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put it to you like
Right.
this. There's been times where we were moving so quick, and just to get in the crunch of time, get under the crunch of time, we're moving so quick that however it sounds is how it's going on the album. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's not the best. That's not my best. It's not
Right.
my best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Right. You're settling. You know what I mean?
Right. 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 You know?
And it's crazy too, because like before my brother passed, like we would, I mean, like man, we would call each other 4 in the morning. Yo, listen to these bars. Listen to
Mhm.
these. So we would always, all we wanted to do was do live shows, man. We just want the rock crowds. So I would write, or I would, create my verses on like the grimiest, hardest fucking beats I could find that I know would sound dope live, like just, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, and like I'm a fan, like I said, I'm a fan first. Like I love this shit. I bleed it. So like like I know all the songs we did. I know your verses by heart. I know whoever I've done shit with. I know everybody's verses by heart. So like I'm also like the best hype man. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'll hit your ad libs with you.
Because
I
you
know
listen to the song. Like,
because I listened to it
once you get the wave back of the finished product, you listen to it. Nah, me too. I'm the same way.
fucking 1,000 times, bro.
Right.
1,000 times. Not to say I don't ride around bumping my own music, but
But shit, I do. Shit, I do. You will catch Muggs at the light listening to a Muggs joint at high volume.
fucking right. All right, bet.
Fuck, hell yeah, nigga. Like, yo, I done put too much time into this shit for me not to be like, yo, this fire, nigga.
I
This
feel you.
fire.
I
You know what I'm
feel you,
saying?
bro. I feel you, man. But I'll tell you what, when I get that mix and master back, I beat it to death.
For real.
I
You
beat it to
got to.
fucking death.
You got to. If you're a perfectionist, you're gonna do that anyway. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
What?
If For real.
Shout out to you for fucking on that Goodfellas mix. You were like, yo, something's iffy on this joint because I couldn't hear it.
I mean, you know what? To be honest with you, it's like my verse is still a little off, but I don't mind. Yo, bro. Listen, man. This is a you. Anybody who's ever worked with me, they're gonna realize, yo, I'm not that guy who's gonna be like, yo, you gotta get like, yo, listen, man. You reached out to me, and I appreciate that. So I'm gonna give you my offering, and how you break it is how you break it, bro. And it's like, yeah, man, like I'm not that guy, bro. I'm easy to work with, and I don't take myself seriously. I take other things seriously.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And I
But you
feel
still
like,
want your work to.
right,
You're not trying to sound all fucking doo doo out here.
right, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I just, yeah, man, I appreciate anybody who considers me for one of their tracks, man. Anybody who gets a beat and listens to it and writes their own verse and then says, yo, you know what? You know who would be fire on this? And my name comes up, bro. That's the ultimate compliment. And listen, I got nothing but appreciation for shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. It's a good feeling, bro. When the effort that you put into this shit starts to pay off, even with your peers, especially with
Right,
your peers. It's all about, man. When in that Wu-Tang documentary, dude, I love it when Method Man says, "I still spit to impress these guys."
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? I still,
That's real talk.
when Ray looks over or RZA looks over and is like, "Yo, that's fire." He's like, "All right, well then I know, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
I
Mm-hmm.
still got it. You know what
I
I'm
still
saying?
got it."
At this point, what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to when I sit down to write a verse, I feel like one of my biggest things is wordplay. And I try to, but my wordplay, a lot of the times, I'm saying shit that people don't understand. And
Yeah,
it's just because, that's where my head is at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm a different nigga, bro. I think on a different level than most people. And I'm not
Uh,
talking about like on a superiority level. My brain and the way I see the world is different than the way most people see the world.
well,
You
we
know what
attack it from different dimensions, man. I
I'm saying?
feel
Right,
you.
right. And it's like, yeah, bro. So it's like, I feel like a lot of people are gonna listen to this shit and be like, that was cool, but I ain't understand all of it, so it's not as good as this shit where I understood everything this nigga was saying. And I feel like that's always been my problem. I feel like that's always kind of been my problem. You know.
I don't know, man, because I feel you though, but like that's what really like drew me to you. Like I remember getting the verse back for Tri-State, and my fucking wig was blown,
Mm.
and I sent it to my brother, and he listened to he calls me like 5 minutes later, like he's like, "Yo, did he really just say they hating over power like Vegeta's pops? Big Brody going Broly, I can't see the top." I was like, "He did, bro." And we were, he's like, "Yo, that's the illest shit I've ever heard."
Oh my
It's like if
god.
you really fuck with bars and lyricism, like shit that you know what I mean, then you'll fuck with it. It's like
That
rapper type shit. But
exactly,
yeah,
exactly,
I
man.
appreciate that from both of y'all, man. I hope the thing about it is like a lot of the people who appear on this show I hold in high regard. And that's the reason why they're on the show. You know what I'm
I,
saying? Like
I appreciate that a lot, brother. For real.
and yeah, bro, like listen, this the thing about it. I How I judge people is over a matter of years. You know what I'm saying? So I meet you initially and we have a good rapport for a certain amount of years, and that's where I make my personal judgment at. And I've known you 6 years, probably. I mean, this 2024 probably going on 7 years,
Yep.
and you've always been the same person. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that did listen. It means a lot in a world where everything is backwards right now, bro. Everything is flipped upside down. This is this and that is that, and it's really the
Fucking
opposite.
asinine, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, bro. It's just good to have people in your circle that are genuine people. And this is the thing about it. It's like, um, I trust I trust dudes who got families, bro.
For 1,000%.
And it's not like I don't trust niggas who don't have family, because a lot of my niggas don't have kids. So I still got love for them niggas. But it's a certain respect, it's a certain level of cautiousness, it's a certain level of anonymity.
Morals,
Like
man. Like
you know what I'm
morals.
saying? Right. There's a moral standing, there's a moral code um amongst fathers. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
I just, yeah, bro. I mean, I think it means a lot, to have like-minded men around you,
A
because
1,000%. 1,000%. I mean, that goes back to what we were saying, is like a community, bro. Like-minded individuals. You surround yourself with people on the same wavelength, you're gonna do better. You know,
for sure.
you surround yourself with what you want for yourself, and only good things are gonna come of it.
Manifest destiny, baby. Listen,
Exactly.
we got a couple joints we gonna get into. I'm going to roll something up while we listen to this first one. The first one is The Art of War featuring Piff Penny.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I'm not sure who produced this. If you want to shout them out, that'd be cool.
Anaji produced that whole
Oh,
tape. Yeah.
gang, you already know. Shout out to the whole home team. We got a whole lineup of interviews. We're gonna get everybody on the home team. We're gonna get them to come through as well. Here we go. Art of War, Piff Penny, Sedizzy. Let's get it.
Digging my style. Digging my style. Verse is a while. This verse is a while. We don't play no games. Words of wisdom. Mix it Ralph with your Tommy German heat of literacy. Spitting grime out my mouth like iron
brush my teeth, it wasn't long ago, Lord. I had the tubes moving cheap. Now I transform the motors into words on the beat. Still pump 20 a clip, it's digital or the disc. I'm flipping bars like I got my hands on this ain't script. It's nothing new but swinging swords since the flip phone screens and chopping heads since white tall tees and Jabot jeans. This Camden to Baltimore, verbal form of auto war. Dismantle a rapper tam, limb from limb like carnivores. Razors in my fitted in this life at the corner store. If you ain't coming to battle, what the fuck you on this corner for? Out in South Philly, drinking 40s on a broken stoop, contemplating schemes that would catapult me to the loot. Hit the ground running in pursuit of the bag. And yo, Cook brought me pounds, maybe rhymes to bring the jag, son. Jag, son. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it, digging my style. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it, digging my style.
Verses are wild. This verses are wild. We don't play no games. Words,
Yo, what up? Son of Pennywise, Pops told me to stay humble. Balloons on your porch, I'm just waiting to spray something. Trayvon hoodie, let Zimmerman say something. I kill your top 5 with a couple of lace Dutchess. Look, I tell you what, you ratchet to spray, homie. Apache melt blocks, we ain't coming to play, homie. Them Humvees killing zombies, I advise you to dip, shorty. Sedizzy with the plug, so I'm toting this big 40. We hunting sticker boys, see a vision from 4 blocks. Pump hit his dreads, gave him visions of warlock. Sniper squeezed twice, gave him visions of 4 shots. Biker blend through, he was swinging them door locks. Since day one, I've been playing with monsters, and I know how to move when I see an imposter. Keep that big desert eagle with a couple of yappers. You know the haze so sticky, cause we smoking with rosters. What up?
Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it, digging my style. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it, digging my style.
verses are wild. This verses are wild. We don't play no games. Words of wisdom.
Yes. Fire.
Yo, shout out Chuck Chan on the scratches for that, yo.
Yo, straight like that, bro. Fire, my G.
I appreciate that, brother.
Let us know. Tell me the background on this track right here.
Yo, it was originally supposed to be me and Jay Royale.
Okay.
But he got. I mean, and dude, this track was like 4 years in the making, and I had sent everything over to him, but he got hemmed up on like he was doing shit with Snow Goons, and he just had a big plate, he couldn't do it. So through Reef, I wrote I got linked up with Piff, and I was like, I think you sound dope on this. He's got like that Baltimore swag, bro. Like I
Right.
love his style.
He got a
And I
bop,
said,
like he getting his bag. Like, yeah, nah, for real, I can hear it.
yo, I love it, bro. I love his shit. And I was like, yo, if you want to hop on it, like, and he's like, bro, I'll do it off the strength, no doubt. And that's basically just how it worked. It was originally supposed to be a Jay Royale track. Chuck mixed it or did the scratches under the pretense that it was me and Jay's joint, but it wound up going to Piff, and Chuck was actually going to hop on it as well.
Funny thing
He
is, I
got
didn't know he raps.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's fire, bro. Me and him did a song produced by Luca from Italy, under Yellows. He put it out. You can find that, it's somewhere.
Luca Mustaches?
Yeah.
Woo! Nah, boy's nice.
Yeah,
Shout out Luca.
me and Chuck did a track on one of his beats for Yellow. And that's how I met Home Team. And
Got you.
but he was gonna hop on it, but he couldn't. But he did the scratches for me. And I actually reached out to him, got this, because I was like, this hook is kind of funky, man. Like I can't really like get a time in for anything. I was like, I think I'm a big fan of scratches.
Okay.
So I think scratches would sound sick on this. And he's like, all right. He's like, I got somebody that'll do it. And then found out Chuck did it. He sent me the beat back, and I was like, yo, you did the scratches for it? He's like, yeah, no problem. So that's kind of how that happened. But yeah, it was originally supposed to be me and Jay John.
That's dope, bro. And you know what the crazy thing is? Sometimes you know the stuff that it's like Plan B sometimes works out better. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Now, I have no doubt. I got no doubt that you know Jay Royale would have bodied the track for you.
Of
But
course.
sometimes you know Plan B just it's what we have and it turns out to work out great. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in that case, yeah, nah, that worked out.
Yeah, it turned into a great friendship too. I mean, he wound up. I've been on his projects. We've done a couple
Right.
shits together ever since then.
That's dope. That's dope. So yeah, we're gonna get into another one. This one's called Reign Supreme featuring Joe Mack. Uh
Oh man,
Onaje again?
Onaje again, and Joe Mack did the intro and the scratches.
Fire.
Did the hooks.
Fire.
I told him I wanted my favorite rapper is Sean Price.
Mm.
So I wanted P on the John.
I hear that. Let's get into it. Sedizzy, Reign Supreme featuring Joe Mack. Let's cook. Produced by Najee Dorton. Shout out to home team.
Michael Doakes is one of the prospects. All comers, come one, come all, because nobody can get close to me. They're not even close. I'm the best fighter in the world.
Your arms too short, box with the guard.
This that helter skelter, got bars that'll melt ya. Beat your ass one-on-one, nobody can help ya. No jump-ins, no handouts. In the crowd, I stand out. A handicap match, I'll take you and your man's out.
Your arms too short
To box with the guard. I don't only kill soloists, I also kill squads. Operation Lockdown, like Sean P. and Rockness. Even with that master key, you still couldn't lock this. I'm no fool to this, there's rules to this. Don't mix me with that foolishness. Without Shauna and 2 Chainz, my flows is still ludicrous. I'm nice with that mic device, don't even have to ask them twice. Who cares about your top list? I'll run laps around them twice. A funky man like Lord Finesse, Joe Mack can get your girl undressed. Your balls that you spit your best, of course you know I'm not impressed. I'm in the streets, giving out doses of that head crack. Massachusetts to Jersey, Dizzy collab with Joe Mack.
I reign supreme when it comes to hip hop.
Your arms too short to box with the guard.
I reign supreme when it comes to hip hop.
Your arms too short to box with the guard.
I reign supreme when it comes to hip hop.
Your arms too short to box with the guard.
Yo, live from the slums, it's the Lord in the flesh. With these words I project, steel swords through your chest. Masked up like an Oni when I maneuver through the jets. Blowing gas on the stairs, 40 in the naughty vest. I scribe my tribulations and give it to the people. This is Slumlord tape, welcome y'all to the sequel. Peace to my Akio Nazi, he sent the blessing. Flew the pack through and told me Dizzy load the weapon. So I link with Joe Mack, a true beast from the east. It's time to reap my rewards. I paid dues in the streets. Keep a couple ghouls around me, they ain't known to be sweet. More prone to the sour shower holes in your Jeep. You can't box with the guard, young, if you ain't got the reach. Nor the time or the stamina to stand up and compete. Trying to come through in the Tesla coupe, my wife in the seat. Till then I push the pen and son the grime ain't for free. I reign supreme when it comes to hip hop.
Your arms too short to box with the guard.
I reign supreme when it comes to hip hop.
Your arms too short to box with the guard.
I reign supreme. I reign supreme. I reign supreme.
Yeah. Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Nah, I fuck with it. Yo, you got like a old school kind of flow with you, bro. And it's like I fuck with it because it's like so I equate what I do, we call it street science, right? And
Yeah.
it's like it's the science of the street, you know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
I feel like your shit falls under that umbrella too, because it's a lot of it is like when I hear it, I be hearing like a nigga trying to tell the young niggas shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like cautionary tales. A lot of my music is cautionary tales. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
yeah, bro, I feel like you kind of in the same vein, under the same umbrella. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure, man. The thing with this shit is like, man, I try to Man, I just try to like speak on what I know, what I've seen. I don't
Right.
try to step outside my comfort zone. Really, I'm not trying to sound dumb out here.
No, I hear you.
You know what I'm
I hear
saying?
it, bro. I hear it. I feel like I feel like you've always any track I've ever heard you on, it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell that you're from like I can tell that you from the tri-state somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like if I didn't know it was Jersey, I could tell it was the tri-state somewhere. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So for sure. Like, and listen, man, it is what it is. But nah, I appreciate your flow and I appreciate the cadence that you have and the way you it's like talking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a reason we call it that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of it is like talking and
Yeah.
it's advice. It's advice on wax. You know what I'm saying? I like to look at it a lot of it. The best rap is advice on wax. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. And it took a while to find that cadence, that delivery, like you put your 10,000 hours
Mm-hmm.
to master your craft, and I feel like I've tried to do that. I mean, I've been like I said, dude, I started battling at like 14
Right. Right.
and recording at like 17. So like it took a while to find I used to like rap in like a deeper voice and you're young boy trying to find your leverage and everything, but it took a while. But man, I think we're there. I think we're there.
Oh, nah, for sure, bro. Like, listen, you a full-fledged artist, you have an image, you have an ideal, you have a concept, and that's stick with it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For
Um,
sure.
a lot of people will tell you, and there ain't nothing wrong with reinventing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, stay current if as much as you can, but I feel like a lot of that is about. I feel like a lot of this is about, like, just knowing yourself, man. Knowing yourself, and you grounded, bro. You grounded, man. You have a great family. You know what I'm saying? You're doing what you need to do as a father, as a man, supporting and nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Well, the wife nurtures the most, but the father really nurtures the whole. We nurture the whole situation. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, most definitely, bro. Hats
I
off to you
appreciate
for
it,
that.
brother.
You already know. We
I
locked in.
appreciate that, bro.
We locked in. We about to run through a track that we did. It's called Tri-State. You know
Woo!
what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. This is a banger. This is a banger. For those who haven't heard, this one is a certified banger. This is
Woo-hoo.
this is Sedizzy featuring myself, MOD. Tri-State. Let's cook.
You can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing. What are you passionate about? What do you want?
Chips stacking up to the ceiling, dog, I need that. Moving on my own accord, and I don't need your feedback. Duffels full of burners like Brody, where the beef at? I smack hills in his mouth just to bring the beef back. See, my brother caught a steak knife in his lung. It was hard to think smart, knocking back with the gun. Had to take it on the chin while I bury my kin. Every breath that bastard takes, but I know how lucky he is. Cause I had ghouls out in North Camden waiting on the call. Talk about we gon' slide through and hang him on the pole. Told him nah, chill, we gon' wait, see how the leaves fall. Got tied up in the system while that pussy got the walk. Yo, fuck it, the cannon's coming out, good luck ducking. This magnum throws shells, blow the doors off his bucket. Dunking for the duckets, peep the metal, no discussion. These youngins popping pistol sounds like percussion's drumming. Tri-state scallywags maneuver through the back blocks. Clicker had nines, Glocks in the stash box. Zombies at the stash spot for a dope shot. I'm watching two-step for the juice or the crack rock. Tri-state scallywags maneuver through the back blocks. Clicker had nines, Glocks in the stash box. Zombies at the stash spot for a dope shot. I'm watching two-step for the juice or the crack rock.
False constructs, keep all y'all stuff. Your toughest nigga bluffing, ruffle feathers, that's a puffin'. Niggas shooting in the intersection, dipping out the junction. Traffic cracks, young and shuttle profit back. 2020 M850 in the knapsack. If he clap and keep the peace, that's a pack rat. So niggas praying for the peace will never have that. Over green reef size hole, now you abstract. All gold, shipwreck cove. Break barrel, crack that side by side. Mechanicals fly, that's worth the ass cap. Niggas never satisfied. To the wrong nigga dead in the hood on fire. And that's why one hit like two. They flipped him for the murder,
Tri-state scallywags maneuver through the back blocks. Click had knots, Glocks in the stash box. Zombies at the stash spot for a dope shot. I'm watching two-step for the juice or the crack rock. Tri-state scallywags maneuver through the back blocks. Click had knots, Glocks in the stash box. Zombies at the stash spot for a dope shot. I'm watching two-step for the juice or the crack rock. Crack rock, crack rock, crack rock.
Nasty work.
Fucking certified banger, bro.
Yo, nasty work.
That shit.
Bruh, he said they doing the two-step for the juice of the crack rock. And the crazy thing is, yo, listen, I'll tell you this. I spent a lot of time in New Jersey in my life. Not just Camden. My wife is from Patterson. You know
Oh
what I'm
shit.
saying? Nah, for sure. My wife is from Patterson, and 2 of my children have been born in New Jersey. So I spent my fair
Patterson's
share.
no joke, bro.
Listen, you know what the problem with Patterson is? It's so small.
Right.
From what I hear niggas, when I hear niggas talk about it, they be like, yo, it's so tiny that you turn right and you running right into an enemy. You turn left,
My
you run into
my
an enemy.
homie's from up near there, and he got hemmed up moving that juice, bro. They get busy out there.
Yo, bro, niggas in New Jersey love dust so much. It's ridiculous, bro.
What?
It's
Hell yeah, bro.
Yo, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, one of my OGs, bro, like, shout that nigga, bro. That's one of my OGs. But yo, that nigga used to be bugged out on that shit. And
That
it's,
Waukee, bro. That Waukee.
yeah,
There's so
bro.
many wet sets out here in Camden, dude.
I
You know that
bet.
shit. They crack the bag. It smells like a fresh Sharpie.
Yo, bro, it's so bad. It's so bad. And you know what? Like, yo, it's crazy, man. Like,
They used to sell the Sherm sticks in Philly, yo. $10 a cigarette, dipped
yo,
in the
bro,
juice.
dipped in the fucking wet, nigga.
Yeah,
You know
that
what
shit's
I'm
no
saying?
joke,
Like,
bro.
y'all little niggas watch Training Day and y'all see that scene. Yeah. Now
That
imagine,
shit's real, bro.
you feel me? It's real. And imagine, yo, bro, 90 degrees outside. 5, 6 niggas all smoking dust blunts, nigga.
Bro,
Like, bro, it gets
yo, they're the
hectic. It gets hectic, bro.
most violent motherfuckers on that shit too, bro.
Cause they not themselves, bro.
No,
I
man.
seen good niggas lose it.
Oh, bro, this kid I knew, I won't say his name, but he was all shermed the fuck out. Dude, killed his entire family, beat him to death with a hammer.
You see that crazy shit? You see that crazy shit? And it's like, yo, it's you know what the thing about it is? It's like that shit, I don't know if people really know, like, that shit was used in the 80s as like, bro, you know how I'll put you like this, you know how they give, like, in Africa they'll give fucking heroin or fucking methamphetamine to the young child soldiers before they go fucking send them into a town and fucking slaughter the town or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
they was giving dust and PCP to the little niggas and sending them on missions throughout the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yo, you got no remorse for that shit, bro.
That
You're
was
not.
right. You got no remorse. Like that was one of the original batteries.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah, man. This is no joke around here.
And I'll tell you what, man. Let me tell you something. It's a lot of firsts that I experienced in Camden. Camden is no joke. For whoever doesn't know, Camden, New Jersey is no fucking joke. And when I say that in the worst way possible, bro, because it's like you go down there and I don't know how many of you have been down south to, like, you know, Georgia, fucking Alabama, Tennessee, shit like that. When you go down places like that, it be whole towns and whole cities that are like basically abandoned. You know what I'm saying? Like one
Yeah.
whole side be abandoned. You don't really see that up north. Camden is one of those cities, bro, that you roll through and half the city is abandoned, nigga. I'm talking about whole building complexes. Them niggas spent mad money to build it halfway and then stop building the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Oh
bro,
yeah,
I know
bro.
all about that shit. I know all about that shit. And it's like, yo, all right, man.
That's where they all congregate too, man. Don't go in them fucking buildings either.
Right. That's where they getting their money at. That's where everything's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like
We go fucking missing.
I seen let me tell you something, bro. I seen a lot of shit in Camden. And I had my first experience with something that no kid should ever see in Camden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I can imagine what it
G
is.
shit, G shit. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go
Yeah,
there. I'm not gonna go there on the podcast, but
yeah,
like as a kid, you see something for the first time, bro. Camden was the first place where I seen something like that.
yeah,
And I also remember vividly summer nights in the 90s when you know how like your family gather up, it's the uncles, it's the aunts, and then it's all the cousins and shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I had a bunch of cousins or whatever. We be in my grandfather's living room, and whoever, a lot of the grown-ups went to AC. It might have been one or two grown-ups in the house. The rest of us is in the living room. We watching movies, fucking around, whatever, chilling. I remember bedtime. They're like, "Yo, all of y'all gotta sleep on the floor,"
yeah,
and I'm like, so I'm from Manhattan. Like shit get crazy, but the neighborhood I lived in, it wasn't. It was like on the border of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what the whole premise of 96 is. But like Yorkville is like the border between Uptown and the Upper East Side.
right.
Long story short, they was like, yo, all y'all gotta sleep on the floor. And I'm a kid at this time. So I'm like, I don't understand. And my other cousin's like, nah, um, motherfuckers be, shit is crazy around here. Like, I'm gonna text you my aunt's address, and you're gonna be like, oh, all right, bro. Okay, you was
Yeah,
over there.
yeah,
Um, um,
I
and
believe
yo,
it.
bro, son, it would be summer nights and it would be the middle of the night. And I just remember one specific night, I hear feet pop, 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 coming down the block because my aunt's window is right there on the block, coming down the block, pop, 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 pop. And then pop, 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 right down the block, right in front of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's the front door, it's the yard, and then it's the fence, and then it's the sidewalk. You know how that shit
yeah,
goes.
yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And then the next thing you know, the fucking gunpowder start coming through the window. Like, yo, what's that smell? And yo, bro, like a lot of my first negative experiences were in Camden, bro.
Bro,
Like,
bro, the squirrels out there are gangster.
yo, bro,
Yo, they'll run up on you like 7 deep, yo, and
shit crazy.
they'll box you in the front yard, bro. We used to, oh my god, man, crazy shit. Any of like the broken down buildings, like like the foundation block, like the CMU block,
Right.
that'll be left over. Yo, we would young boys, man, we'd go out like three, four of us, and we'd go, like off of Federal, and go around all those buildings, or like up north, like Northgate, and to wherever there was broken buildings and those CMUs. 9 times out of 10, early 2000s, if you looked in those blocks, you were going to find a burner.
Oh, right.
And
Right,
we would
right, right,
take
right,
them.
right.
We would go around the city, collect them, dirty as hell. They're dirty, and we would sell them.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how we would get fucking money. We fucking finding all types of shit selling for $100 a pop. Fucking 8, 9 years old.
Yo, bro. And you know what? Like, it's those little hustles, it's those unconventional hustles that kept you alive, bro.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? And
bro.
it's like that's the mentality that comes from having to survive, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
That was
right, right, right. Listen, I'll say this: it could always be worse. It could
oh,
always be worse. Situations
1,000%.
situations could always be worse. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I understand it. I totally get it. Like, listen, we used to do dumb shit, nigga. I used to do stupid shit, and it's like for the strength, off the strength. Like bro, I'm a loyal motherfucker, bro. I'm talking about like really, really extending myself and putting myself out there and not getting nothing in return because
To the soil, bro.
man's
Yeah,
is fighting the case. You know what I'm saying? Like he need
yeah,
every penny he could get. So
yeah.
we outside all night doing crazy shit. And
Hell
then
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm letting him keep all of that and I'm going back about my way in the morning. You feel me? Like, yeah, bro.
I've
Niggas
done
is
it
really
a
different.
1,000 times. I'm taking the whole fucking pack money just to bail my mans out because he wants to fucking get in a fight in a bar.
Right. You know, you fuck shit up, you jeopardize shit for the love of your peoples. But you know what? Listen, man, it shouldn't be no other way. Because if that person is gonna reciprocate when I need you, if you're gonna be there when I need you, then that's all then we locked in. Fuck the money, fuck everything else. Like if we gonna be there for each other, then we locked in.
Right.
Feel me? Bottom line.
And doing something like that, you know, like I'll always be the first one to do something like I mean what I just said. But you know, you don't show up to court and you fuck it up and I don't get the money back.
Right.
Then you know, it was also learning experience. Now I know who to sever ties with.
Oh, for sure. You don't care about me enough. You don't care about me enough. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Nah, for real. Listen, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real shit. You know what I'm saying?
1000%.
But yeah, we're gonna get into another track. We got Slay the Devil featuring Mav and Vinny Vendetta. You know what? I listened to this track earlier and this is listen, all the tracks is fire, but I really like this one.
This is real, yeah.
Nah, for real. So yeah, the next one's gonna be Sedizzy, Slay the Devil featuring Mav and Vinny Vendetta. Once again I have to load the track up. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that drop though. We're gonna keep that drop. That was a decent drop. All right, hold on. I might just have to start just loading every song up as we play it. I think that'll be the best bet. All right, yeah, here we go.
Hey, yo. Got the heart. What the fuck them niggas talking about over there? What you trying to do, man? Listen. Check it out, right? Sitting in the kitchen, they hovered over the stove. Spoonful of water, they marveled over the coca. One wanted powder, the other one was a smoker. And Auntie dead broken, she tryna get it for chocha. I shit where I ate at, and ate where I shit. Reminisce, seeing niggas mamas copping from the pitch. We was building from the bottom, had a brick in the bricks. Daydreaming about how I'ma cop a crib in the sticks. See, it's colder than a hooker's heart, and everybody got they shit together till it's took apart. Hooked once the cooker start. Seen him on the floor looking forward, tore the place apart. Cooker get what's left on the plate and he get to take the cards. To say the least, I was trying to stay at peace. Had the yayo on the table, taking dollars from the streets. Ava Rex over my shoulders and some forces on my feet. Niggas trying to slay the devil, I was turning to a beast. Not everybody built to slay the devil, son. We walk hand in hand with demons in forsaken slums. Get it how you live, yo, it's foul where I'm from. Either needles in your veins or hit the block moving drums. Yeah. Not everybody built to slay the devil, son. We walk hand in hand with demons in forsaken slums. Get it how you live, yo, it's foul where I'm from. Either needles in your veins or hit the block moving drums. Move cautious when you out here rubbing shoulders with demons. Before I knew it, I was submerged in a world full of heathens. Fucking with the snow, my slimes moved it by the shovel. Hid the money in the attic, stuffed pistols in the duffel. Had a boulder on my shoulder, kept the toast for the smoke. Played the room, calm and quiet, listen more than I spoke. Cause he who is the loudest gets it snatched from his throat. In 05, I decided I was tired of being broke. Became a student of the triple beam, was out to get more cream. Maces with the dirty money, shit but the low clean. I turned my peers out, I was conjuring fiends. They gonna get it from somewhere, it might as well be me. The devil comes in all disguises, preys on the feeble. For my brother was depression and a heroin needle. Turned out to be lethal, rest in peace KO. Anybody disrespect his name was snatching they soul. Not everybody built to slay the devil, son. We walk hand in hand with demons in forsaken slums. Get it how you live, yo, it's foul where I'm from. Either needles in your veins or hit the block moving drums. Not everybody built to slay the devil, son. We walk hand in hand with demons in forsaken slums. Get it how you live, yo, it's foul where I'm from. Either needles in your veins or hit the block moving drums.
I'm on the Camden Street, rolling with my family, insanity. All around, I'm peeping out the scenery. This shit is looking mean to me. Driving through these city streets, but shit ain't changed when I was young. It was the same. I'm from the projects, right off River Road, you never know. Watch this when you stepping, cause them needles pull. Gated community, gated into poverty. Rent was $5 a month, they living sloppily. Niggas got killed by the monkey bars. Their mama said, y'all can't go down to that park. But when she catch us when she couldn't find us and it was dark. I'm in the park sliding, street niggas surrounded and protected by my daddy's name. The only thing that he ever gave. Other than that, I was teaching my little brother in the devil's maze. It's how we slayed the devil and ascended to this godly place, enlightened knowledge like the sun's rays.
Not everybody built to slay the devil, son. We walk hand in hand with demons in forsaken slums. Get it how you live it, yo, it's foul where I'm from. Either needles in your veins or hit the block moving drums. Yeah. Not everybody built to slay the devil, son. We walk hand in hand with demons in forsaken slums. Get it how you live it, yo, it's foul where I'm from. Either needles in your veins or hit the block moving drums. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Fire.
Woo.
Nah, for real. Both of those features, both of them dudes held it down, man. For real. Shout out to both of them. Mav and Vinny Vendetta, you already know. Fire shit.
Yeah, man, good dudes, bro.
What's the background on that track?
All right, so I got that flipping through the pack, man. I heard that, and that's one of the ones where I could count that I wrote to.
Mm.
It was like I mentioned that I told you my brother passed away. That's what I was talking about on it, and
Right.
it's pretty fresh. So I'm a big fan of like the cloth, fucking Mooch
Mooch
and
and Rig.
Mav.
Right.
Riggs, yeah, I think Riggs is a fucking superstar, bro. That
You
dude,
know what? I will agree with that. And he's got his own lane. He's definitely got his own lane.
he's got his voice is super unique, dude. That tape he did with Green Lantern was fucking crazy.
Right.
So I reached out to Mav, and I fully expected to pay an arm and a leg, but I wanted him on it because, like, I just felt like he would fit on that. From his previous like tracks that I've heard, he did it off the strength for me, bro.
Yo,
And
listen, it
yeah,
be like that, bro. Like I said, when they recognize it and when somebody believe in you, you know what I'm saying? For real.
yeah, man, like a thousand infinite salutes to Mav, and then Vinny's my dog, and the whole Dart unit is dope. And I hit Vinny up. I was like, "Yo, you want to get on this track with me and Mav?" I was like, "I got an open slot. I don't want to have it a two verse fucking thing." And he was like, "Absolutely." Sent that through. He sent me the verse back in like 3 hours, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
professional shit. That's professional shit right there.
Hell yeah, bro. And he was, and then, and I sat on it. Like I said, I sat on these songs for years. He'd be hitting me up. He's like, "Yo, dog, when's this shit releasing, bro?"
Right.
Yeah,
Like, yo, I sent you that verse 12 months ago now.
dude,
Nah, but
I
you know
know.
what? Greatness takes time, bro.
It does, and like, cause I had other Jones in the pack that like I didn't know. Like, there's still like 3 beats in that pack that I didn't use. Like, I just made it like a little EP.
Right.
Because my plate started filling up. But basically, that's what it was, man. I wanted Mav on it. I felt like he would really blend well with it,
For
and
sure.
he
That
sent
he
that
did.
verse back and just fucking bodied it, bro.
Nah, for real. And you know what, man? I feel like I've touched on it a couple times. I feel like one of my biggest things is like I don't be reaching out for features, bro. And I really should. I really should. And it's you know what, I'm gonna get better at it. 2024, I'm gonna be better at reaching out to people for features. But it's like a lot of the time, I feel like I'm bothering niggas, bro. And it's like I don't ever want to
I
be
be
a
feeling like
burden.
that too.
I
I
don't
be
ever
feeling
want to
like
be a burden, you feel me? So like since that's the case, I just be sticking to myself. But I know that, it's better to put yourself out there and you know what I'm saying? But then the other side of it is like, listen, I respect, excuse me. I respect anybody who puts a price on their art. But
for sure. For sure.
Some of these asks, some of these tickets for these 16s is just unreasonable for me.
Oh yeah,
For me,
we talked about that. We talked about that. Yeah,
you know.
I've aired my grievances about that with you.
Right. Nah, yeah, we've spoke about that. So it's like, yeah, nah, totally. Like, and it is what it is. Like I said, I can't slight nobody for charging what they feel is appropriate for their
Know
service.
your
So it's like,
worth. I mean, I get it, but
but like I said, read the room. You know?
right, and like my thing is like, I feel like, bro, a lot of these. So this slumlord tape that you're playing, a lot of these features are years. These songs are years in the making, and like during COVID, and like during the pandemic, I feel like it's wild, crazy, bro, because like nobody was asking for bread or anything. Now, you figured it'd be opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you want to stack your, I mean, you set a price during the pandemic, times are tough. Now everybody's like way out of pocket with like ticket prices and stuff like this. So I just, man, at the end of the day, I just make sure if I fuck with you, I show love, I share your shit, I take time and I listen to your shit and I reach out. But like, I feel you with that. Like, I don't want to. I do feel like I'd be like bothering people sometimes. Like, I'm not trying to be a burden. I feel you on that 1,000%.
And it's like it's the wrong way to feel because a lot of these dudes, bro, listen, the biggest you miss 100% of the shots you don't take,
Yup.
right? So
Yup.
it's like, and I've noticed just the same way with producers, a lot of these cats is humble. You know why they humble? Because we talked about this on the last episode. Just 3 years ago, they was in the same pool as us. You
Yup.
know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is all just an internet pool. This isn't a life pool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, how much does this shit even really count? But it's like, listen, like I said, you set your price and you live your life. You know what I'm saying? But facts. I believe in that.
Right. Yeah. And like, man, the thing is like traction too. Like consistency is key.
Momentum for sure.
And I fucked up, and I've life gets in the way, and when like my trajectory was like really popping is the time I fell off.
It
You know
happens
what I
like
mean?
that. It
So I'm
happens like
trying
that.
to rebuild.
Right. Right. I feel like, yeah, man, we in the same boat, bro. Yeah, it happens like that. Especially, listen, you 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 start having kids, you start, formulating a family, and with that comes the responsibility of the lights having to be on every month, the heat having to be on, the fridge having to be filled, clothes, and then you want to add extracurricular activities. Listen, you want to talk about the fuel bill in just shuttling around for one after school activity, let alone if you've got to schedule a whole week. Like, I remember being a kid and growing up in Manhattan and going to public school. There were other kids who went to public school, but they were like, listen, they were it was a melting pot. So they were well-off kids. There was kids from the projects. There was kids from the brownstones. There was kids who didn't even live in the area that shuttled in from the other districts or whatever the case is. So it's like, I remember there being kids who had fucking schedules, bro. Like, this is
Violin and fucking soccer and all that
yo,
shit.
like right after school, you're being picked up by your nanny. Your nanny's taking you to piano practice. From piano practice, you go to your private tutor with Spanish. From there, you go to your sports shit, and then you come home for dinner. By the time you get home, by the time this 8-year-old gets home for dinner, it's fucking 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I get it, but I didn't have that in my life. So it's like, it was like, I just remember seeing it and being like, even as a kid, like, wow, that's like that. Like, when do you have fun? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Like you can't come outside. You got piano. That sucks.
so,
Right.
yeah, I just remember seeing that, and it's just, yeah, it's, what I think, I think also growing up in an environment like that, it's it bodes well for you when you get older because you have examples of a lot of different types of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like me and my wife, man, we're big now on just structure, dude. Like I try to like, simple shit. Like tell my daughter as soon as you wake up, make your bed, brush your teeth.
Right.
It sucks, but like routine, it'll benefit you in the long run. You might not realize it, but it will.
Routine is the cornerstone of any good military.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes, sir.
if you really think about it, it's
Yeah.
that's where they get you. They break you down and then they build you up around a routine. And
Yeah.
that's where they fucking get you, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
And that little shit, those little see, I used to battle with depression. So like the thing like they teach you is set little goals at first.
Mhm.
And that's like that. Make your bed when you wake up, brush your teeth. Keep a little structure, little goals, and it'll help you break out of that. And it does, bro. Like I do it every day now. It's just fucking it's like muscle memory. You know what I mean?
Right. You familiar with box breathing?
Nah, what's that?
It's a Navy SEAL technique to calm down stress instantly. And if you look it up, you'll see it. So what it is it's like you hold you'll inhale. It's really just a breathing technique, but if you think about it as in you're traveling the box and the longer line is you holding your breath, the shorter line is you exhaling, the longer line on the bottom is you holding your breath and then coming back again. The shorter line is you exhaling. And if you do that when you're stressed, when you're at the point where you about to be like, yo, because
About to pop.
you mentioned spelling before, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And when we say certain words, we are casting that into the universe, right? If we believe in vibrations and sacred geometry, we're casting certain words into the universe.
yeah.
So I feel like this is one of those things where it's like when you feel like you're about to say something negative and cast it into the universe, try the box method and it actually works. And it's like the only reason I looked into it is because the Navy SEAL said this shit. So it's like automatically I'm like, yo, if son who went through the same shit that David Goggins went through is saying this is
Yeah.
how I get anxiety off of me, then it's gotta work, bro.
Right,
You know,
right, yo. They're
you know
bad
what I'm
motherfuckers, dog.
saying? Right.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah, yeah. Yo, yeah, my wife talks, it's not the box breathing, but she talks about it, she does a breathing technique. It's like, don't quote me on the numbers, but it's like the 5-7-9 or something like that.
Right.
It's like inhale for 5, hold it for 7, exhale for 9, or
Right.
something like that. It's all into that sacred geometry, keep your Merkaba strong and all that.
Listen, if you think about it, bro, it's really crazy. It's really crazy how everything in the universe, even the okay, so every planet in the solar system orbits the sun, right?
Right,
There's a certain website that will show you the patterns that are being made from these planets orbiting the sun. Every pattern is different and it all formulates a circle, the sacred geometry, the 9. You know what
right.
I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah,
how? We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that because we got another song and we're going to wrap it up. But
right,
how? You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, I don't understand it, man.
right. We'll do a whole nother episode on the Fibonacci spiral and all that shit.
Oh, bro, for sure, my G. Like, listen,
I'll
man.
come back. I'll come back. We'll get it. I mean, we didn't even get to touch on the grays and all that.
Yo, bro, we didn't even get to touch on that, bro. Like, we
Yeah,
got listen, it's some things to talk about. And nah, for
for
sure, bro. Like,
sure.
listen, let me tell you something right now, man. You are a friend to the show. You are a friend of mine. So you wherever I'm at, nigga, you welcome. So it's like,
Yeah.
you
Anytime I'm there, bro. Just get a
for
word.
sure. Nah, you already know. We're gonna get into this last one. I saved the best for last. This is Sedizzy featuring myself, MOD, Goodfellas. Hopefully it don't embarrass me this time and it'll just drop. But I might have to reload the song. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, you see? You see? treat me like fucking Rodney Dangerfield in this shit, bro.
No respect.
No respect at all, kid.
Yo,
All
rest in
right.
peace.
Yo, rest in peace to the guy, son. Yo, rest in peace to the guy, yo. And also John Lovitz, the critic, was the first Family Guy. Fight me.
Yeah.
Catch me in the slums with a jaw full of razor blades. Will the referee to turn his torso into bowling aids. Spit the ignorant shit, yo, my mind stay elevated. Third eye decalcified, now that I'm not medicated. High vibration flow, I strike from multiple dimensions. Collect the heads of rappers while you chase the Twitter mentions. Yo, the game fucked up, I'm convinced the youth lost. We don't beef up on the internet, we knocking heads off. We already 12 days, tatting up banana shreds. Wood in the splitters, know my stores like a cabana. When it's war, apply pressure, keep it hotter than Havana. My slime got the hammers, wiggle teeth from Alabama. Vinny channel showing prices, slap a rapper through a window. I'm here to call my name and make sure you don't forget though. Disgusted by the blatant disrespect for the sport. Bear witness to a daddy pants and judgment rated sword. Hellfire from the north, spitting biblical proportions. The game and I go hand in hand like dots and abortions. Call body, I will press them, twist them like contortions. Title ass rappers back to start running extortion. No hook energy, I'm Cajun with the bars. Ruthless from the start, rise flaying at your heart. East meets west in magnificent form. Peace diary, I appear once I hear the Rams horn. All black tinted Timbs, what I'm typically on. Big Goonie with a Sunni caught new metal like corn. Shoveling stones since the snot nose. Tubes, yeah, we had those. Pelly hit the 40 pocket, held the ammo. Dubs in my scully, heavy metal for you dummies. Run up on me, then I blow them out as red monkeys.
It's only right. Absolute madness, a resolute savage, devoid of any feeling towards the living and established. Wanna lead you to the flames, cause when you burn, he gets to laughing. Said he recognized it. Everyone disguised get burnt to ashes. When forever dies and time collapses, who gon' spark the matches? Memorize your memory, so he hit all the stashes, plus the data caches, revealing why the Grays love cattle ranches. The battle branched down to the underlings and non-attachments. Stepping stones, so these lesser prone hold the tacky. Over stressing loans, you hear texting tones more harassing. When I said they couldn't cover my spot, I wasn't capping. All roads lead to the center, the final lashing. I find it asking, finalize the time we blessed with having. You should do more laughing and less acting. You should fire casting, cry later. We the violators cast for metal ore. Cannon lore, skating off laughing. Fiend Skeletor, we sell it raw out metal doors. Deadbolt that, nigga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bro, revealing why the Grays love cattle. Jesus. I love
Like,
it. I
yo,
love it.
bro. Yeah, man. Like, listen, I'm gonna send you some book titles, bro, that I've been dealing with lately, and it's just like, yeah, man. I believe in all of that shit. I believe in all of that shit.
You read any of the Zachariah Sitchin Jones?
Nah, I haven't. You
No,
recommend
like
it?
with the Anunnakis and all that.
I know about the Anunnakis. It's funny because that is such a recurring thing on this this show, bro. Like, I
Yeah,
talk
Book of
about it a
Enoch,
lot.
bro.
Right. I know the cliff notes of it. I know that there was supposedly one who was like the father. He had two sons. One son wanted it one way, the way his father wanted it. The other son saw there was a different way, and he gave us some type of knowledge or able to reasonably think or create or something along those lines.
Yup, Enoch and Enlil and
Yeah,
yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. That's a whole thing.
you know. But yeah,
That's a
nah,
whole thing, man.
for sure, shit gets deep. But listen, brother, I appreciate you stopping by, man. And you know what? This is this is definitely the first of many. We got the whole, for those who don't know, for those who might just be tapping into the end of that episode, MOD, me and Sedizzy, we got a duo called Good Neighbors, and we're working on our debut project right now. That's gonna be out sometime in 2024.
Yep.
Big facts. Until then, let them know where they could find you, let them know what projects they should be looking out for, and any other last minute shout outs.
Yeah. I appreciate you having me too, brother. You can find me Sedizzy856 on Instagram. It's also my Bandcamp website. Links in the bio. Slumlord tape out now. Goodfellas single out now. Got some old projects on the Bandcamp too. Everything's up there. Everything's like on sale too. So look for me there. And shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to, like we said, Reef, Anaji, fucking Matt, Vinny, Gray Area Cast. I appreciate you having me, man. Anytime, bro. I'm here. You just get a word.
Yo, listen, you already know, man. Class act, bro. Class act, real talk. This is my guy. You already know. Go support. You understand me? Don't listen to them. I'm going to say this at the end of every episode from now on. Don't listen to them when they tell you that you got to give your music away for free. Go support. It's a good brother right here. He's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing in this world. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Go support. Pay the money. You know, nah, for real. Go support. Pay the money. The music is fire. I'm on there. A lot of dope other producers, rappers on there. You need to go do that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Sedizzy, my G.
Real hip hop, man. Real hip hop.
That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, support the real. Real talk. This is the gray area. MOD, Guru Dane, Sedizzy, my guy. You already know, nigga. We gonna talk. I'ma dead send you my aunt's address so we can laugh about that shit, bro. You
Yo,
already know.
yeah. I look forward to it. Yo, and when you come down, like I said, bro, beers and Donkey's cheesesteaks on me, son.
I don't even know, son. For those, yo, bro, yo. Oh my days. Yo, all right, real quick. Yo, listen.
Let them know, man.
I've been to Pat's. You heard? I've been to Geno's. You heard? Right?
Yeah.
I've been to some spots over in Philly. I really have, and I'm not taking nothing away from them.
Right.
That's where it started. But let me tell you something. You want a fucking steak sandwich that's out of this world, bro? Next level to the point it's like a $14 steak sandwich on a Kaiser roll. Bro, I'm telling you, like, yo, listen, I'm frugal. Anybody I work with will tell you I don't eat lunch out because that shit is crazy expensive these days, right?
Wild expensive.
But for certain things, I swear to you, for certain things, we're gonna start a food vlog, and when I get down there, me and you are gonna do a whole episode on that shit.
Yo, let's do it, son.
We're gonna do a whole episode on that shit. For certain things, yo, I will go out of my way for it. And my Aunt Franny, for all the turmoil you put me through, being as religious as you are as I was a kid, you know I love you. And you know what? You put me on to this spot, the spot called Donkeys in Camden. Shit is in the middle of the hood. It's like a little bar pub in the middle of the fucking Blizz, nigga. It's right on the Blizz. You understand me? It's right on the strip. You feel me? Yo, bro, it's a hole in the wall. It's magnificent.
It's only open till 7 p.m., bro.
Yo, bro, and they're like closed like 2 days out of the week.
Yeah.
And I don't think they take credit cards. Well, I think they do now. They'll like send you to, like, you could order online. But yeah, bro, when I was a kid, them niggas ain't take no credit cards, bro. That was some cash shit. And you know what the crazy thing is? Not too far from there, my aunt used to know a lady who would sell plates out the crib.
Oh, bet.
She used to sell plates right out the crib, kid.
They're the best.
Yo, for real. Listen, we gotta have a part 2. As a matter of fact, my nigga, when we get off of this shit, I'm gonna book you for a part 2 because there's a whole nother shit we gotta talk about Camden.
Let's do it, yeah, man. Those motherfuckers cook the fried onions by 5-gallon buckets.
Oh my days, bro.
Yo,
with the onion,
wow.
with the pepper, with the chili pepper flake
Yo,
sauce.
stop playing, bro. Extra ketchup on my shit, son.
Oh my days. Y'all have no idea. But you know what? Once we get the vlog going, I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. Yo, this is the gray area, MOD, Guru Dane, special guest Sedizzy, my G. Appreciate you. We signing off. Peace.
Free show.